Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast." Mark.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
How does Auburn respond? For the first time since early December, the Tigers suffered a defeat. For the first time since last season, the Tigers fell at Neville Arena. Now Auburn plays the opener of a 2-game road swing, and it starts in the Music City. Good evening and War Eagle from Memorial Gymnasium with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Burcham. Florida came to Neville and beat the Tigers at both ends of the floor Saturday. Auburn trailed by as many as 21 in the second half. In spite of the 14th double-double of the season for Janai Broome, the Tigers could get no closer than 9. Vanderbilt has only lost once this season at home. Commodore fans have stormed the court after wins against number 10, Kentucky, and number 6, Tennessee. No team turns over opponents better in the SEC than Vanderbilt. Auburn's loss on Saturday did very little in the polls. The Tigers remain number 1 in the AP, NCAA net, and KenPom rating. Still, does Auburn respond? How does Auburn respond in a setting that has traditionally been very tough for the Tigers? The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Exclusive pregame coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball. CB&S Bank has been family, community, and financially strong since 1906. Visit cbsbank.com. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
We welcome you to Memorial Gymnasium, where they expect a crowd of over 14,000, many of them in orange and blue tonight, as the Tigers and the Commodores do battle. Along with Randall Dickey, Brad Law in our Auburn Sports Network studios, I'm Andy Burcham. Well, I think we're all anxious, anticipating to see how this Auburn ball club responds tonight. How does it respond to that first loss in 2 months, and do it in a place that traditionally has been very, very tough for a lot of teams, including the Auburn Tigers here in Nashville?
Well, I think that the biggest thing that you concentrate on, you certainly got to prepare for your opponent. The Commodores have played very, very well. They beat a couple of top 10 teams this year. They've won at home. They're 10-1 on the record at Memorial Coliseum. They've got a little fury going. It's just another great team from the SEC that's got a chance for postseason play. But the biggest thing I think for the Tigers is to get back to your grassroots. How did you get to this point? How did you reach the number one level to be the best college basketball team in America? And that's to go back to your defense, playing fast, playing furious, playing reckless and fearless, and really complementing each other on assisting.
What did you see out of Auburn Saturday at home against Florida?
I just felt like it was a game that I think we caught it on a twofold deal. I don't think the Tigers played as well as they're capable of playing, and I think Florida played about as well as they can play, even though they were without their good guard, Ingram or Martin. I believe that it was just one of those days that we did not put it together, and we still had our chances. You know, we kind of went flat. We were up, I think, at like 10 points. Something took place. We kind of got in that relaxed mode. It gave Florida an open window to rush through, and they took advantage on it. And also, Florida is jockeying for a huge high seed in the NCAA tournament, and they're a team that could be the best team in the country, like we saw last Saturday, and then they can go on the road tonight at Mississippi State. Who knows? They may stump their toe there.
This is a Vanderbilt team that has a great deal on the line here tonight. The Commodores are 5-5 in SEC play, 17-6 on the season. Mark Byington in his first season in Nashville, and he has this group gunning for an NCAA tournament bid.
Well, wins in February across America and historically is very, very hard to get. And it's every win that you get's a big feather in your cap, whether you're going to be on the bubble, whether you're in the tournament, and if you know that you're in the tournament, what seed are you placing to get to the NCAA tournament, where you're going to be playing and who you're going to be playing against. So there's so many factors involved in preparing during a February time, being able to look forward to postseason play. But I think the Tigers have got to regroup. They got to understand their goal is a little bit different than a lot of lower half teams in the SEC. They got bigger fish to fry down the road.
In spite of the loss on Saturday, the Tigers remain number one in the AP poll, the NCAA net, the KenPom rating, and only fell one spot to number 2 in the top 25 of the coaches poll. So still, this Auburn ball club is highly thought of in spite of that loss on Saturday.
Well, I think that the national writers across and the people that has paid attention to college basketball from day one gave Auburn the respect that they deserve. The body of work that they have completed up to this point has been absolutely remarkable. They've earned their way to the number 1 spot. They've beaten a lot of good teams, and they earn to be number 1 again. And sometimes you stump your toe, you still are the number 1 team.
And that is the Auburn Tigers right now. This is the first game on a busy Tuesday in the Southeastern Conference. To tell you about it, we send it to our Auburn Sports Network studios. Here's Brad Law.
All right, Andy, thank you. Glad to be here. The SEC has 4 of the top 5 teams in the latest AP poll. The only human poll anyone really acknowledges. And all 4 are on the road tonight.
From the home of the SEC tournament champions to the expanded boundaries of the toughest conference in college basketball, this is the Toyota SEC Report. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places.
A pair of ranked versus ranked matchups also tip at the top of the hour in Starkville. It's third-ranked Florida battling number 22 Mississippi State. Gators certainly on a roll, having won 5 of the last 6. Their only loss during that span was that 20-point loss at Tennessee without Walter Clayton Jr. Clayton averaging 17.5 points per game, and he's up to 4 assists per contest as well. He leads the Gators into Starkville to battle Josh Hubbard and Mississippi State. Also at 6 tonight, it's number 5 Tennessee at 15th ranked Kentucky. Volunteers have won 3 in a row since dropping the home game to the Cats 2 weeks ago. Tonight's Rumble and Rupp will be a different affair in that Lamont Butler and Andrew Carr are back to full strength for Kentucky, but without another starter, Jackson Robinson, not available tonight for Big Blue. A little bit later on, second-ranked Alabama visits Texas. Crimson Tide to the fourth different Longhorn opponent to go into the Moody Center in Austin, ranked second or better this year, joining Auburn, Tennessee, and UConn. Texas 0-3 in those previous games by a combined 20 points. UA and UT hook up at 8 o'clock tonight. The other later game, Georgia against number 8 Texas A&M in College Station. Aggies have won 3 in a row. They play 4 their next 5 at home, starting tonight against the Bulldogs. That's your SEC buffet. Now what's on the menu for the rest of our pregame coverage, presented by Whataburger. The Monterey Melt from Whataburger is back. Grilled peppers and onions, 2 slices of melty cheese, plus creamy, spicy jalapeno ranch. 2 100% beef patties on a 5-inch bun. It's all the flavors you've been asking for, and they're back for a limited time at Whataburger. Stephen Pearl, 60-second scout at Vanderbilt, our exclusive sit-down with Bruce Pearl, plus Randall Dickey's keys to a Music City victory. All as CB&S Bank down to tip-off continues in a moment.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
People have been yelling at us online for years to bring back the Whataburger Monterey Melt, and we're finally doing it. The Monterey Melt is back with 2 slices of melty cheese, grilled peppers and onions, and jalapeno ranch, all on 2 fresh beef patties. We didn't do it because of the comments, posts, replies, emails, or vaguely threatening letters. You can't tell us what to do. You're not in charge of us. Our boss is. And she said to bring it back. The Monterey Melt is back at Whataburger. Available for a limited time. What a burger!
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out Forte, Soul, and don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Regal.
Thinking of advancing your career with a master's degree in business? If so, consider the graduate degree choices at Auburn University's Harbert College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best, we offer full-time and online programs in finance, supply chain management, information systems, accounting, and business administration. Learn more at harbert.auburn.edu.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Auburn has won 4 of the last 5 games against Vanderbilt in Nashville. Tigers are 5-0 in SEC road games this season. Doors are 12-1 overall this year inside the Mem Gym. In conference games only, Vandy is 8th in scoring at 74 points per game and 14th in scoring defense, giving up just under 80 per outing. Mark Byington is the first-year head coach of the Commodores. He averaged 20 wins over his last 7 seasons at his 2 previous stops, Georgia Southern and James Madison, before making his way to Music City. The 60-second scout is presented by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business, home to 7 top 25 programs in the U.S. News & World Report rankings. Harbert, inspiring business. Here's Auburn Associate Head Coach Stephen Pearl with tonight's 60-second scout of Vanderbilt.
You know, obviously a very dangerous team at home. I think they're 12-1 on the season at home. They've beaten 2 top 10 teams here over the past month or so. So, really dangerous team. You know, offensively, they run a lot of really good stuff. They got, you know, really talented players, guys that can shoot it, go score it inside. But the biggest thing that they do offensively is they create offense from their defense. You know, they're one of the top turnover percentage teams in our league. They're one of the top steal percentage teams in our league. But the biggest difference is they convert offense from their defense. 15 or 20% of their points every game come off of turnovers, points off of turnovers, points in transition. So for us, it's really important for us to take care of the ball. We can't have any live ball turnovers. We got to get a shot up on the rim before we turn the ball over, so then we can go at least either make it or go get the offensive rebound, and then get back and build our defense in transition. You know, they run a lot of different things to try and get shooters open on the perimeter. So it's really about understanding personnel, understanding tendencies, and you know, you're going to see a lot of switching in this game. So our guys 1 through 5 have to know every single position on the floor.
Vanderbilt is not a team that's going to run 10 or 11 or 12 players out there. Really only 10 players get notable minutes, or they appear on the stats this year. 9 of those are transfer players, and that's not unheard of in this transfer era and with a first-year head coach. Commodores at 17-6 overall, 5-5 in SEC play. They had dropped 3 of their last 4 before beating Texas this past Saturday in come-from-behind fashion. Jason Edwards is the leading scorer on the team. He's averaging 17.5 points per game, a junior out of Atlanta and a transfer from North Texas. But the most impressive player against the Longhorns was Jalen Carey. Notched his 3rd double-double of the season, scored season-high 18 points, and grabbed 14 rebounds against the Longhorns. Again, both of those were season highs. He also had a double-double, 14 points and 10 boards against Tennessee earlier this year. Carey 6'8", 245, big sturdy sophomore out of the state of Florida, and a guy to watch coming off the bench for the Commodores on the inside. When we come back, Andy Burcham's exclusive sit-down with head coach Bruce Pearl. We're getting you set for the Tigers and Commodores from Nashville. Stay tuned. Some words from your local stations, and then we're back. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
For loving expert care for your pets, visit Moores Mill Animal Hospital, located at 2120 Moores Mill Road. Their skilled team is dedicated to keeping your furry friends healthy and happy. Moores Mill Animal Hospital offers spay, neuter, vaccines, boarding, and much more. Moores Mill Animal Hospital, where pets are family. Call us today at 334-821-7739 or visit mmvets.com. Experience the Moores Mill Animal Hospital difference today.
Do you live in Lee County? You are eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Working in Lee County? You're eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Listening to this radio ad right now? 99% chance you are eligible to have a Max Credit Union account. At Max Credit Union, if you live, work, worship, or attend school in Lee or one of our 26 other counties, you are eligible to open an account with Max. Come see us in Auburn or Opelika or get started now at mymax.com. Some restrictions apply.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Hip pain is not to be taken lightly. It could be a sign of hip impingement. If pain, stiffness, or limping persists, see a hip specialist at the orthopedic clinic. Treatment includes non-surgical options, but if surgery is needed, minimally invasive arthroscopic hip surgery is only available locally at the orthopedic clinic. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. Call for an appointment 334-749-8303 or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Ford presents our exclusive pregame visit with head coach Bruce Pearl.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
I think everyone is wondering how this ball club responds. You and I talked in the elevator last night that this game was going to be tough enough anyway, but now you compound that with Auburn's first loss and how this ball club responds here tonight.
Yeah, it's like, Andy, I think it's been 2 months almost. It was like December, early December. So, you know, I know it was a loss, but I think as a coach, we recognize that we've actually won some games that we either could or should have lost. So we've been doing a good job of learning from winning. I don't think it's going to be, well, I'm really glad they lost now rather than losing in March. What are you talking about? You know, we lost to like the team that's ranked 4th in the country right now, you know, and they were better than us, you know, and so I think that we've got to, you can't let that loss compound and have you lose the next one because of that loss. So either losing confidence or, oh, here we go again at the foul line, or, you know, like tonight against Vanderbilt, we got to take care of the basketball. We got to keep Vanderbilt off the offensive glass. We got to finish more shots than we missed 40 shots, 7 free throws in the second half. So these are the things that we need to do to win the game. And if we do these things, we'll win. And if we don't, we'll lose again.
And those Vanderbilt notes, the turnover ratio, how well they hit the offensive, that's going to be there regardless of how you play coming in. I mean, that's just this Vanderbilt ball club. Yeah, that's what they do well. And they've beaten Tennessee and Kentucky both when they were ranked in the top 10 here already. They're 12-1 at home. And so they're good. And I would think the point you make to our guys is, look, sometimes it takes special. If you're going to be an NCAA tournament team on the road, you're going to get a quad one win on the road. You can't just be good. You got to be really good. And so, you know, can we do a better job with our defensive game plan? Can we, you know, there are certain things that we did not do against Florida that we knew we needed to do to win, and we didn't do it. You know, we talked about like some of the guys that could really shoot the ball from Florida, how to guard them, and we didn't do it. And some of those things, and they bang shots. And so that's hopefully the adjustment we make tonight. Are you going to change in your starting lineup tonight? Yeah, I'm going to stay. Chris Moore's going to start. You know, CB&M's been pretty banged up. He's had a shoulder. He went out, got hit in the head in the last game and didn't play the last, 7 or 8 minutes of that game against Florida. So I expect CB&M to be able to come off the bench and play. I expect him to be able to come out and play well. But he had to miss some time, and so we'll make the adjustment. Back to Vanderbilt here tonight. This is the second game in the last 3 or 4 where you're facing a team that turns you over a lot. What's the key when you go into a game like this one where this team has so many steals and does such a good job as far as they don't turn the ball over and they force the turnover? Yeah, you got to be strong with the ball. You got to extend, and you got to catch with 2 hands, and they know where you're going. They know you're stepping out to be a receiver, and they're going to try to steal it. You know, can you take advantage of some overplay and can we get a few backdoor looks, take advantage of some overplay? But also when we don't do our backdoor stuff, can we just run our stuff and not let that ball pressure and not let their extending bother us, you know? Or will they strip and rip us, or we get a little pressure and probably get fouled a little bit and they're not going to call it and play through that contact. Is there a bigger challenge for an opposing head coach than coaching here at Memorial Gym? It's really hard. It's really hard because it'd be like if I asked Coach Frews, you got to coach the Auburn football team from the end zone. And that's exactly what it's like. So while they're in front of us defensively in the first half, there's an advantage for us. While they're in front of me offensively in the second half, there's an advantage for us. But when they're down the other end, offensively in the first half and defensively in the second half, it's a huge advantage for Vanderbilt. How far down the line can you go? As far as referees will let me. Yeah, I'll go down there a little bit. I don't like to want it too far away from my bench, but I'll go down there particularly to make sure the guys get play calls and I'm able to communicate with them. Show the best tonight. War Eagle. War Eagle. Welcome back to the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. I've seen a lot of basketball, and I can tell you that to stay on top, you got to adapt, stay focused, and innovate. That's what wins championships. That's how Ford F-150 and the Ford Super Duty stay at the top of the truck game. For 47 consecutive years, Ford F-Series has been America's #1 selling truck because they deliver what you need to win the day. For the latest offers, go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. Tell them Coach Pearl sent you.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccine. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. Today, you're going to pay down your credit card bill. But you decide when you'll pay it. Before the due date, so those interest charges don't get you. But you decide if you pay it in full. But you definitely should, because again, interest charges. With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
We are counting it down to Auburn and Vanderbilt, about 8 minutes away from tip-off in Nashville. Let's go back out to Memorial Gymnasium and Coach Randall Dickey get his keys to the game. They're presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. All right, Coach, we asked you for the keys. What are they tonight?
I'm going to go a little bit different again tonight. I'm going to say that Auburn Tigers must control the tempo. To do that, they got to take care of the basketball. They got to have good shot selection. They got to understand that Vanderbilt is number one in the league in forcing turnovers, but they are also last in three-point percentage defense. They're last in field goal percentage defense, and they're last in defensive rebounding. The Auburn Tigers must take advantage of that. They've got a huge size factor. Secondly, we've got to play defense to create offense. They got to play defense with reckless abandon, get back to where they're playing fearless, they're playing fast and furious, and a very effective basketball. Their concentration level must be very high. Chase down the loose 50-50 balls. The extra efforts on the boards, gain extra possessions, and that'll turn into a win for the Tigers.
How is Auburn a different team when Chris Moore is on the floor as opposed to when Chad Baker-Mazara is on the floor, Coach?
Well, I think I think you got to look at it two ways. I think you got to look at it as a positive. Chris is going to do the intangibles. He's going to do the dirty work. He's going to come up with the 50-50 balls. He's going to rebound. He's going to defend with reckless abandon. He's going to play with effort. But the other guys are going to get more shots because he's a little bit more selective on his shooting, and so he's going to give the basketball up to get a better shot. So I look for Kelly, Jones, Broom, also to get extra shots as well.
All right, good stuff, Coach. Looking forward to your call of this game with the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, coming up in just a little while. The pregame medical report is presented by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders are proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena games and every Auburn Athletics home event. Chad Baker-Mazara is available, but Coach Pearl mentioned in his talk with Andy Burcham just a few moments ago, did not play the last few minutes after a bump on the head in the last few minutes against Florida. He is available tonight, but will not start. Everybody else is available for the Tigers, and everybody's available for the Commodores as well heading into tonight's ballgame. We are closing in on tip-off at Memorial Gymnasium. One more pregame timeout, and then we're back with those starting lineups and the opening tip. Top-ranked Tigers, Commodores, coming your way next. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Now to KT, catch, shoot, three. Got it! He got it! Auburn ties the ball game! Long pass, a long shot for LSU, comes up short. KT Corral. Oh, the senior from Montgomery, Alabama, sends this one to overtime.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Okoro drives right past Neesmith to the hole and jams it with the right hand with a foul. Baseline right to Kessler for the two-hand dunk. Jabari inside to the basket. A resounding dunk for an SEC championship. Cardwell in a breakaway. Dillon to the hole. Yes! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Auburn Tigers are SEC tournament champions.
This is SEC basketball, and these are the Yellowwood starting lineups for your Auburn Tigers.
Left wing, three ball, Denver short. He runs down his own rebound, drives to the hole, up and under, and in at the top. Denver three. Yes, Denver a three. Good for Auburn.
Great movement. When Auburn is at their best, they take the ball from one side of the floor to the other, and they did, and found Denver Jones wide open for a three-point shot.
Denver Jones, Newmarket, Alabama, Memphis Day Academy.
Ahead, Miles Kelly. Kelly waits for numbers, just drives to the hole, up and in.
Nice play, coast to coast.
Low post pass for Miles. Turnaround jumper, good. Miles Kelly, three, bang.
Oh boy, that looked good going through from a deep corner. The ball just barely did wrinkle the net.
Out to the top. Miles Kelly to tie it. Bang!
Miles Kelly, Stone Mountain, Georgia, Parkview High School, Hargrave Military Academy.
At the top, Chris Moore penetrates. Chris jump step, puts it off the glass. Good with 3 seconds and a half.
Beautifully done right there.
Low post pass, Chris Moore. One dribble, reverse layup. Good. Skip pass, Chris Moore. Open three ball, Seymour. Yes.
Big three by Chris Moore right there. They tried to overshift their defense and left him wide open, and he buried it.
Chris Moore, West Memphis, Arkansas, Academy of the West Memphis.
Steal, Cheney Johnson to the hole. Right hand hammer.
He just makes his presence known right off the bat with a defensive steal. It goes down to a big-time flying dunk.
Auburn the other way. Baker Mazar lobs it. Oh! Alley-oop, Cheney Johnson.
That's what you call up and away.
Out at the top, Cheney Johnson, a three ball. Yes!
Unbelievable.
Cheney Johnson, Alabama, Thompson High School.
Dylan Cardwell down the lane with a running one-hander. Good! Lobs it. Cardwell to the hole. One hand, right hand, hammer. A career day for DC. Lobs it. Cardwell dumps it. Oh, an alley-oop. Dear goodness.
Unbelievable high-low action between Broom and Cardwell, and Dylan knows what to do with it point blank.
Dylan Cardwell, Augusta, Georgia, McEachern High School.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn is 21-2 on the season, 9-1 in the SEC, ranked number 1 in the AP poll, 2 in the coaches poll, 1 in the NCAA net, 1 in the Ken Pom rating. Bruce Pearl in his 11th season at Auburn, his school record 221 wins, 121 losses, 30th season overall, a record of 683 and 266. Before we get to the Vandy starting lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network.
All right, Commodore Nation, are y'all ready? Come on, y'all, make some noise right now. It's time to anchor.
Vanderbilt 17-6 on the season, 5-5 in the SEC. Mark Byington out of UNC Wilmington in his first season in Nashville, a record of 17-6, 12th season overall, transferred in from James Madison, a record of 237 and 143. A.J. Hogard runs the point, 6'4", 210-pound grad student from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. 10.4 points, 2.6 rebounds, 4.5 assists. Jason Edwards on one wing out of Atlanta, 17.6 points, 2 rebounds. Chris Magnon, a 6'5" grad student from New Milford, New Jersey, on the other wing, 4.7 points, 3 rebounds. Tyler Nickel, 6'7" junior from Harrisonburg, Virginia, on the inside, 10 points, 2.4 rebounds, a team-leading 52 threes. And Devin McLaughlin, 6'7" junior from Cumming, Georgia, 11.3 points, nearly 8 rebounds, and 1.2 blocks. Vanderbilt wins the tap. We are underway in Nashville. Vanderbilt ball, Hogard at the right wing, picked up by Miles Kelly, who gets a screen, throws it off the back of Miles, and here's Auburn the other way.
Active hands defensively right off the bat.
Tiger ball at the top of the circle, Denver Jones. Auburn to the basket in front of us, the basket to our left. Left wing at the top, it's Cardwell. At the point, Denver. Left wing, Miles. 3 ball in the air, in and out. Rebound pulled in by number 1, Jason Edwards.
Pretty good look, but Miles Kelly just didn't go down.
At the top, shot up, missed. Rebound to Denver Jones. Here's Auburn the other way, no score. Denver, top of the circle. Steps back, looks at Broom, steps back into the big V in the middle of the circle. The middle of the floor here in Nashville. Picks up the dribble. Bounce pass inside the circle, Cardwell. Right wing Moore, low post for Broom. Looks like they want to double team Janai. They do, steps through it. Up with the left hand, he didn't get it. Tap up and in by Chris Moore.
That's what Chris Moore does, the little things. Tip ins, keeps balls alive, 50-50 balls. That time he got a good offensive putback.
2-0 Auburn on top. Vanderbilt basketball at the right wing. It is Hogard. Their point guard picks up the dribble. Bounce pass inside the arc for McLaughlin. Picked up by Cardwell. At the top, it's Jason Edwards, their leading scorer. Down the left side, Hogard. Steps back outside the arc, left side. Shot clock at 5. Hogard, 18-footer in the air, short. Rebound pulled in by Broom. Outlet up the left side for Kelly.
Commodores are a little bit nervous. Tigers look really good early.
Miles at the top, left wing for Janai Broom. Inside the arc, working on Nickel. He's much bigger than Nickel. Turns, shoots off the glass and scores.
Got it down low. The best player in the country knows how to do it on that block. He can spin around, cover it right over his right shoulder with that left hand.
Hogard across midcourt, 4-0 Auburn leads it. Just under 18 minutes to go in the first half of play. Hogard, bounce pass, Nickel down the lane, kicks it to the baseline. Shot is up, it's missed. Weak side rebound pulled in by Miles Kelly for Auburn. Tigers look to add to a 4-0 lead. Miles across midcourt, off the right side. Now centers it with the left-hand dribble. Hands the ball to Denver Jones near midcourt. Out at the top, it's Dylan Cardwell. Right side pass now for Denver. Denver, left wing, ball stolen and saved.
That's what the Commodores do the best in the SEC is steal basketballs.
McLaughlin walked. Good defense by Miles Kelly and Dylan Cardwell. Randall getting back on defense.
It was really good defensive transition that time. The Tigers got back, used their length, quick hands, knocked it loose.
4-0 Auburn, 17:25 to go in the first half of play. Of course, the benches on the ends here in Nashville.
Most unusual setup for a basketball
by far.
Arena, yes. Gymnasium, Coliseum, whatever you want to call it. But you've got the benches underneath each basket. You're a long way from each other.
Vanderbilt pressed. The inbound came to Kelly. And now Denver Jones across midcourt. 4-0 Auburn on top, 17-17 in the first. Chris Moore, top of the circle, Cardwell. Perimeter left side, Miles Kelly. Lobs it inside the arc, Broom. Near the left baseline, picked up in a double team. Miles had the three, didn't take it. Denver will at the top, good.
That's what the Tigers are best at, moving the basketball, finding the open guy. Kelly gave up the shot, found Jones wide open at the top of the key.
One more pass, and Denver knocks home his 42nd three of the year. Right wing Nickel missed a three. Rebound Broom. Tigers up 7-0, looking to add to that lead. Up the floor, Chris Moore, right side of the lane. To Miles Kelly there, on the wing to the top for Broom. Janai, a couple dribbles, hands the ball there to Denver Jones. Denver between the rings. Between the legs, dribble twice, gets a screen from Broom. Straight away three, yes!
Back-to-back threes by Denver Jones. Lee really looks good. He's on fire from the top of the key.
10-0 Auburn. Nice start for the Tigers. 16-21 in the first half of play. Hogard across midcourt. You can hear the Auburn faithful in the background.
And there's a lot of orange in this.
Yes, there is. Top of the circle, McLaughlin. To the right wing, Magnon. Magnon penetrates to the hole. Loses it. Steele. Broom. Cardwell ahead. Racing forward, Miles Kelly. Out at the right wing. Denver. Another three-ball Denver. No. Rebound underneath Cardwell. In the corner. Three-ball Miles. Yes! 13-0 lead, Auburn.
Tigers are raining threes in Memorial Gymnasium this evening.
The Auburn Tigers score the first 13 points. And with 15:56 to go in the first half of play, Auburn has a 13-0 lead. First half tonight presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If what you like is getting the highest payouts, getting the most free play, and finding more of your favorite games all on a spacious upscale gaming floor, then Wind Creek Wetumpka is your kind of fabulous. No matter what fabulous means to you, you'll find it here. Wind Creek Wetumpka. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful. Hi, this is Matayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. Because the spice comes in at just the right moment. Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Order a Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Alabama Power is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
15:56 to go in the first half. Packed house here in Nashville tonight. And the folks in orange and blue like what they've seen out of Auburn. With 15:56 to go in the first half, Randall Auburn's jumped out to a 13-0 lead. 5 of 8 from the field and 3 of 5 from 3, including Auburn's last 3 baskets.
Well, I don't think Vanderbilt knows what hit them just yet. The Tigers came out focused. They got after them right off the bat. It was unusual that we lost the tip on the jump ball. We usually have dominated that throughout the year. But we started the game on defense. That kind of got the Tigers moving, and their defense have been sensational and created some turnovers that's turned into points.
Auburn presses with Cheney Johnson, Chad Baker-Mazzara, and Tahad Pettiford checking into the Tiger lineup.
Could be the 3 spark plugs right off the bench.
Grant Huffman checks in at the point now for Vanderbilt across midcourt against Miles Kelly. 13-0 Auburn on top. 15:45 in the first half of play, Vandy ball. Huffman spins against Miles on the wing. Between the legs dribble, crossover dribble. 12 to shoot. Down the right side, in and out of the hands, and out of bounds off of M.J. Collins Jr., but actually out of bounds off of Tahad Pettiford. Vandy keeps the ball with 11 to shoot.
Really good defense. Miles Kelly was defending out front, defending nickel. He is just all over him. His length is just engulfing nickel.
Huffman off the left side, got a screen. Step back 3 ball. Huffman missed it. Rebound to Chad Baker. Nope, Tahad Pettiford the other way for Auburn. 13-0 Tigers. Pettiford, free throw line, inside the arc, up and in!
That's Auburn Tigers fast break right there. Change of speeds about midway, and then just blew right straight to the basket for an easy 6 or 8 foot jump shot.
15-0 Auburn, 15:09 in the first half. Carey into the lineup. Off the left side, drive, left side, head fake, lean in, shot is up, it is good by Jason Edwards. And after Auburn scores the first 15 points of the game, the Commodores are on the board.
Well, that was quite an acrobatic shot right there.
Transfer out of North Texas, their leading scorer. 15-2 Auburn. Broom, left wing Miles Kelly. Miles picked up by Edwards, now at a double team. Right wing Chad Baker-Mazzara. Outside the arc on the wing against Collins. Behind the back dribble. Step back 3. CBM didn't get it. Rebound tapped, and it's pulled in by Carey for Vandy. Up the left sideline, Huffman walks it across midcourt. Inside or outside the arc, skip pass off the right side, McLaughlin. Down the right side, Edwards through the lane, off the left side on the baseline. Edwards maintains the dribble. Shot clock at 12. Right back to Edwards from McLaughlin. Edwards to McLaughlin. He'll shoot the three if given the opportunity. Hands now to Huffman, 4 to shoot. Huffman at the top against Cheney. Gets bumped. Head fake. Fadeaway three. No. Rebound, Chad Baker-Mazzara ahead to Pettiford. Tahad steps up for a three. Missed it short. And McLaughlin gets the rebound for Vandy. 15-2 Tigers. 13:52 to go in the first half of play.
The Tigers controlling the tempo. That gave Pettiford a little bit of chance to take a marginal shot in transition. If he'd have done that, the Auburn faithful would have erupted.
In the lane, Huffman against CBM off the glass. That's good. Grant Huffman, grad student, transfer from Davidson College, makes it a 15-4 Auburn lead. 13:30 to go in the first half of play. Right side, Chad Baker-Mazzara. Cheney Johnson off the right wing again for CBM. Down the right side, inside the arc, Broom works against McLaughlin. Janai backs his way. Near the lane, into the lane, spins to the hole. Oh, in and out. Rebound fought for, still loose, and here is Edwards the other way for Vanderbilt. Drives down the left side, stays out on the left wing. Picked up by Miles Kelly there. And a whistle and a foul on Miles. The officials tonight didn't have a chance to tell you who they are. Don Daly, Doug Shows, and Lucas Santos. Foul was called against Miles Kelly. That's Auburn's first of the night.
The Commodores came out after the media timeout. They're fighting a little bit more. They got a little bit better pep in their step.
Hogard, Nickel, and James back into the lineup. Tanner, I should say, for Vandy. 15-4 Tigers. Tanner works it on the left side. Around the perimeter it comes to the right wing. Collins off the left wing. Tanner outside the arc. Down the left side of the lane against Cardwell. Pinned there. Throws up a wild shot. Missed it. Whistle foul. That's an off-shot clock violation.
Because of the size factor of the Commodores, the Tigers have elected to switch on every ball screen, every player-to-player interchange with Vanderbilt. They're switching, and that really has confused the Commodores.
Pettiford across midcourt. Tigers up 15-4 with the ball. Cardwell at the top. Dillon, low post. It gets there to Denver Jones. Denver pulls it out at the right wing. Pivots, drives. Free throw line, left or right side. It is Cardwell against McLaughlin. Spins on McLaughlin. Leans in up with the left hand, scores off the glass.
That was an outstanding one-on-one move by the Cap. He did it one-on-one right in the middle of the lane and just laid it in with that soft touch with that left hand.
17-4 Auburn on top. That's our Sun South drive of the game. Sun South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Drive, Nickel, 15-footer, no. Rebound underneath that comes to Carey. And a jump ball on the baseline, and that will take us to a timeout. Auburn ball when we come back. 11:50 to go in the first half of play. Auburn 17, Vanderbilt 4. For every Auburn three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services donates $25 to Coach Burrell's Outlive Cancer Initiative, benefiting local cancer patients and treatment centers. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hey, batter. Spring is in full swing on the Plains for Auburn softball and baseball. Lock in your seats today for J.B. Moore Field and Plainsman Park on aubtix.com. Single game tickets start at only $12 and $15, with other ticket packages available for everyone in the Auburn family. Check out all the fun promotions and giveaways we have planned this season and head to aubtix.com or click tickets in the Auburn Athletics app to get yours today. War Eagle!
It's that time of year again, Auburn basketball. And as this year's team makes history, you can catch every second of the historic run at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. With 77 TVs, you won't miss a second of Auburn basketball while enjoying our famous wings, cold beer, and of course, gooey fries. And don't forget Tiger Talk on Thursdays throughout the season, live with Coach Bruce Pearl in-house discussing all things Auburn basketball. Located on 2353 Bent Creek Road off of Exit 57 on I-85. War Eagle.
The passion passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios. Give you a quick update on the Yellowwood scoreboard. 2 top 25 matchups in the league right now. Florida out to an early lead at Mississippi State, 12-11. 6 minutes gone by in that matchup in Starkville. And at Rupp Arena, number 15 Lexington leads 5th-ranked Tennessee, 8-7. 7 minutes gone by in that one. So still very early, just like our game. We'll continue to keep you posted on those 2 SEC matchups throughout our broadcast. Let's get you back to Nashville. Voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey. Tigers on top 17-4.
All right, give me a key to this very good start for Auburn here tonight, Randall.
The switching pressure defense by the Tigers has been the difference. It's really confused Vanderbilt on trying to run an offense, and also we're spreading the wealth out tonight, Andy. 6 different players have scored for the Tigers. They're back to their old game. They don't need to let up. They got their foot on the gas. They need to just keep the pressure down really hard and keep pushing forward.
The hot Pettiford runs the point. That means Denver Jones can shoot it from the wing as Pettiford goes to the right wing. Maintains the dribble, top of the circle. Dumps it. Low post, Cardwell with a double hand slammer.
Another thing that separates the Auburn Tigers from anyone else in the country is after a timeout, the set plays called on the bench, and they executed with perfection.
Commodores have gone over 2 minutes without scoring. Auburn has opened up a 19-4 lead. Carey, top of the circle. Collins, 3, good.
That time when we switched, we weren't near as aggressive on the basketball, and he just faced us up, shot it right over the top of us.
First 3 of the night for the Commodores. 19-7 Auburn. Denver Jones, ball knocked away. There's a steal. Collins goes down, hands the ball to Nickel for 3. No good. Rebound jam nicely by Collins.
Collins has kind of got the flurry going right now. Got the Commodores back in the game, just kind of creating a little excitement for the fans, but he has made 2 outstanding plays.
Chad Baker-Mazar at the right wing. Down the right side, corner 3, good by Tahad Pettiford.
They just keep finding the open guy, keep moving the basketball from side to side, and Tahad Pettiford made a good-looking 3-point shot.
22-9, Auburn on top, 10:30 in the first half, drive to the hole. Out to the top, wide open, 3, Magnon didn't take it. Magnon drives on Denver Jones into the key, backs it out top of the key, left wing, head fake 3 by Tanner into the lane, running one-hander, missed it, rebound Cardwell. Outlet for Pettiford. Auburn up 22-9. Tiger ball, 10-10 in the first. Pettiford, top of the circle. Double team, whips a pass left side for Denver Jones. Denver to Cardwell, right side. CBM, Pettiford at the top. Head fake, 3 ball, Denver short.
That's good basketball by the Auburn Tigers. They're moving the basketball, finding the open guy. The shot just didn't go down, but they're controlling tempo because they're controlling the basketball and the efficiency of what they're doing to do.
Hogard, pull-up jumper, short. Rebound tapped up and in by Carey for the Commodores.
We don't want him to get going. He's a powerful mid-level player, but he's a wide-body, undersized big that can really get going, and he's tough around that basket.
22-11, Auburn. Pettiford finds his way into the lane, goes up, ball stripped out of there. Here's Vanderbilt on the break. Hogard, jump step, whistle, foul. It's going to go, I think, against Denver Jones. Yep, it will go against Denver. Commodores haven't been called for a foul yet, and Hogard will go to the line shooting 2. 69% for the transfer out of Michigan State. It's a good free throw shooting team in Vanderbilt at 74% this season.
Well, the Commodores are holding up statistically exactly where they are, and number 1 in the league in turnovers. They're really creating. The Tigers have turned it over 3 times already.
Hogard's free throw is good. Trims the lead to 10, 22-12. Nickel comes out. So does Tanner for Vanderbilt. Collins is back into the lineup. So is Edwards for Vanderbilt. Chris Moore and Janai Broom back into the lineup for Auburn, along with Miles Kelly. Hogard makes both of the free throws. Trims the lead to 9. 9:15 on a counting clock, first half. Denver Jones races forward. Left wing wide open three, good. His third of the night.
There's one thing Denver Jones can do. He's a gamer, keeps his head up. His defender kind of took a step back, and he just shot the ball right in from the three.
Did not have a field goal against Florida. Has 3 threes in the first half here tonight. Carey at the top to Edwards down the right side. Steps back. 3 ball by Edwards. Didn't get it. Rebound to Chaney Johnson. Outlet to Miles Kelly up the floor. Tigers up by 12. Miles sets up at the point. Now hands the ball to Denver Jones with 20 to shoot for Auburn. Gets the call from the Auburn bench at the other end of the floor. Ball knocked away from behind by Carey. Carey on a breakaway. Drives to the hole. He laid it in.
Another steal by the Vanderbilt Commodores. That's what they do best.
Sure do.
They lead the SEC.
Trims the lead to 10. The Commodore fans try to get back in it. 25-15 Auburn. Denver Jones to Chaney Johnson. Down the left side of the lane for Broom. Spins to the hole up with the left hand. Air ball. Out of bounds off of Vanderbilt. Auburn ball.
That was a good move by Broom. I think he felt like he may have got hit on the shot.
But that wouldn't be the first time, would it?
But he didn't get the call, so we just got to play through that.
Auburn up. Inbound. Underneath. Chaney Johnson against McLaughlin. Bangs into it. Fade away. Right hand shot switch.
That young man's going to make an awful lot of money one day just shooting that little jump hook over his left shoulder because he elevates so high up over the top of the defender.
27-15 Auburn, 7:50 in the first half of play. Vanderbilt basketball on the left side. It is Jason Edwards. Drives to the hole. Edwards up and under and in. He beat Miles Kelly to the hole, and Miles is called for the foul. It's his second, taking us to a timeout break. 7:43 to go in the first. Auburn 27, Vanderbilt 17. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of the celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Tigers. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Alabama Department of Public Health reminds you, don't wait, vaccinate. Stay current on all vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM to learn more.
7:43 to go in the first half. Auburn 27, Vanderbilt 16. Auburn has outscored the Commodores. This may surprise you. 10-6 on turnovers. Have outscored the Commodores in the paint 12-10 on second chance points 7-4. Fast break points in favor of Vandy. And the Commodores outscoring Auburn off the bench 11-7. Fouls a little bit of a problem for Auburn right now. 2 fouls for Miles Kelly. I'd say he's the only one in foul trouble, but Vandy hasn't committed a foul yet. in this ball game.
No, and I think one thing is a little bit disturbing. Auburn is in total control of the game, but twice we have fouled a guy going to the basket. He's made the basket, and now they're going to get another free throw when we come out and shoot a free throw on a conventional three-point play. The Tigers need to cut that out of their game, get back to playing fast and furious and relentless, reckless, abandoned defense like they did the first 5-6 minutes of the game.
A three-pointer by Vandy at the 11-19 mark by Collins has now been changed to a 2. That's why it's an 11-point Auburn lead right now, 27-16. Edwards can take it back to 10 at this free throw. Transfer from North Texas, where he was first team All-AAC a year ago. And the free throw, shoots 85%, is good.
He's a quick guard. He can really get to the basket. You see the Commodores try to press a little bit after a free throw, trying to put a little bit more pressure on the Tigers' ball handlers.
Denver Jones to Janai Broom. Backdoor Denver to the hole. Good floater. A floating Yogi, and he put it in.
Chalk up another assist to Janai Broom. Made his presence known by hitting Denver Jones on the streaking to the basket.
Auburn 29, Vanderbilt 17. Drive by Edwards down the lane. Goes up and under, hit the bottom of the backboard. I guess that ball was blocked out of bounds by Broom.
It looked like he just kind of swatted it away, didn't he?
That'll bring Tahad Pettiford back into the lineup for Auburn. And he replaces Denver Jones. Denver leads Auburn with 11. Underneath Hogart, tied up, jump ball, arrow goes to Vanderbilt as Auburn tied up MJ Collins Jr., a junior transfer out of Virginia Tech.
Pettiford sure gonna have to do something good for Chaney Johnson. Pettiford got beat. His guy was wide open at the basket, and Chaney Johnson came over quickly, helped his teammate tie him up, and created the jump ball situation.
Banyaun and Carey into the lineup for the Commodores. Tigers up by 12, 7-11 in the first half, 13 to shoot for Vanderbilt. Tanner will trigger baseline right for the gold-clad Commodores. Auburn in the blue tops and bottoms tonight. Still looking, Tanner lobs it in, gets it to Magnon, right wing, 10 to shoot. Magnon, a step to the basket, jams it with the right hand. He got a step on Pettiford and made it count, didn't he?
Yeah, that's 2 defensive mistakes. Right here's a third one. He's going to be bailed out by a foul.
Pettiford, it was knocked to the floor by Tanner at midcourt. That's the first foul of the night against the Commodores.
Tahad's talking to his teammates just to help him to communicate. They got to bring the young man along a little bit and help him along.
I think Tahad thought he was going to get help underneath, and it wasn't there. Auburn ball, low post, it's Broom. Right side of the lane against Carey. In the lane, up with the left hand, he didn't get it. McLaughlin gets the rebound. Commodores ball, drive to the hole. Edwards, fade away, good. 7 for Edwards, trims the lead to 8. 29-21. Let's see if Auburn answers. Tigers shooting 57% from the field. Pettiford straight away. Right side, it's Chaney Johnson. Free throw line, whistle, foul. I think they're going to get Magnon for the foul. It'll be his first. And Auburn will have 20 to shoot.
Got a little competitiveness out on the floor right now. A little bit of chirping going on. Game is starting to settle in. It's kind of getting into a grind. Becoming a little bit more physical than it was the first 10 minutes.
Chris Moore out, Chad Baker-Mazzara in. 2 Broom, Johnson at the top, Miles into the key. Now to the top for Pettiford, 13 to shoot for Auburn. Pettiford straight away against Ty Tanner. Gets bumped, gets screened. White wing, wide open, Pettiford 3, short. Rebound Broom, had it, lost it. Vanderbilt ball. Auburn right now 5 of 11 from 3, 12 of 22 from the field.
That's a pretty good look. Tahad usually knocks that open jumper down, just to happen to miss it.
Vanderbilt ball, Auburn presses. Inbound to Collins underneath the Auburn basket. He's double teamed, knocked out of bounds by Chad Baker-Mazzara. Tanner was in some trouble, getting pinned along the baseline.
Looked like the Tigers were really after him on the press that time, on the full court press. Made them catch it along the baseline and double teamed them, knocked it out of bounds again.
Vandy has 6 seconds to get the ball across midcourt. Carey does that with 3 seconds to spare. To Tanner between the circles. Auburn's lead is 8, 6 minutes to go in the first. Auburn led by as much as 15 at the start of this one. Edwards against Miles Kelly. Drives, free throw line, down the lane, lost it, ball out of bounds. Touched last by Auburn with 8 to shoot. Auburn thought that ball went out of bounds off of Edwards, and they may be right.
I think we made a good decision there. We were lucky that Miles Kelly's got 2 fouls and was guarding that guy going to the basket and was fortunate that he didn't pick up his 3rd one.
Tanner will trigger baseline right. Lobs it underneath from McLaughlin against Chad Baker-Mazara. Up, he missed it. Rebound tapped, it comes to Carey, up and in.
Second opportunity for the Vanderbilt Commodores that time. Got to go retrieve the basketball off the glass. When they miss, all 5 Tigers got to be rebounders.
6-0 run by the Commodores. They draw within 6. Top of the circle, Janai. Open 3 ball. It's no good. Rebound, McLaughlin had it, lost it. Ball out of bounds. They're going to give it to Vandy. Auburn's gone 2 minutes and 8 seconds without scoring. The Commodores have gone on a 6-0 run during that span and have hit 5 of their last 7 from the field.
We got to have, this is during the stage of the game, late in the first half, we got to have somebody else to kind of pick up the offense. Let it let it be by our defense, create a steal and a run out and get an easy basket.
Edwards across midcourt for the Commodores. 5:19 on a counting clock in the first. To Hogard near midcourt. Working on Denver Jones. Auburn's lead is down to 6. Hogard switched off with Chad Baker-Mazara. Out of the baseline. Low post, Carey. Ball deflected. It comes to McLaughlin, and he banked it in.
The Tigers were really active defensively, but they deflected the ball right to the basket. Easy for McLaughlin just to lay it in.
Down to a 4-point Auburn lead, 29-25. 8-0 run by the Commodores. Right wing, Chad Baker-Mazara. Curled, bumped, foul. Hogard whistle for this foul. It'll be his first. 4:47 to go in the first half of play. Mark Byington didn't like that call. The Auburn 5, Jones, Pettiford, CBM, Johnson, and Broom for the Tigers. On the right sideline, Auburn will trigger. Auburn's lead once 15 down to 4. 4:47 in the first. Broom, Cheney, right side Denver. Free throw line, down the lane, lost it. Ball still loose. Vanderbilt has it, whistle foul. I think it's a foul.
I think Auburn pushed when the ball was loose.
They got Chad Baker-Mazara. Fourth foul against Auburn. Commodores ball trailing by 4. Auburn's gone 2 minutes and 51 seconds without scoring. Auburn's turnovers are up to 5 right now. Chad Baker-Mazara comes out, so does Janai Broom. As Chris Moore and Dylan Cardwell check back in for the Tigers.
The Tigers just hadn't been as efficient on offense.
Commodores ball. They trail by 4, 4:37 in the first half. Hogard, top of the circle, free throw line. Working on Denver, picks it up left side for Edwards. Edwards now against Denver. Low post pass, underneath, Carey. Loses it. He got in the double team, tried to throw it away, and Auburn came up with a steal.
Good help side defense by Dylan Cardwell that time.
Pettiford, right side of the circle, 3 ball, Cheney, no. Rebound, Dylan. In traffic out to the top for Pettiford. Head fake at 3. Backs it up on the right hand, dribble, switches to the left between the legs. 12 to shoot. Pettiford got a screen, pull up, 3 ball, in and out. Rebound to the floor and out of bounds off of Vandy.
Just having good looks and just the ball is not going down for the Tigers right now. Going through a little bit of a cold streak.
3:59 to go in the first half. Timeout on the floor. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit Mindy at paradise.com. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
War Eagle Auburn family, it's time to join Aubie's Kids Club for this upcoming school year. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club memberships are on sale now. Presented by Chappie's Deli, Aubie's Kids Club offers 2 membership options that give you a t-shirt, a lunchbox, a men's basketball SEC Champions mini pennant, and more. You can also check in at different Auburn athletics events to receive points and earn prizes, only available through Aubie's Kids Club. So what are you waiting for? With memberships on sale now, head to aubieskidsclub.com to join the coolest club on the Plains.
Are you looking to advance your career without putting your life on hold? Consider the flexibility of an online MBA at Auburn University's Harvard College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report, our 100% online MBA program provides the flexibility you need to pursue a degree while maintaining your personal and professional life. Learn more at harvard.auburn.edu.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big War Eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoTigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Brad Law, Auburn Sports Network Studios, where in 3 minutes and 59 seconds of game action, we bring you Conecuh halftime. We have 1-point games in the other 2 SEC matchups, plus some interesting top 25 battles in the Big 12 and the Big 10. All that coming up on the Yellowwood scoreboard. Plus, a look around Auburn athletics presented by Auburn Bank, and ADPH gives you all the stats from the first 20 minutes of basketball. Tigers nursing a 4-point lead, need to get the offense back in gear for this last 4-minute stretch. 3:59 to go before Conecuh halftime. Back to Andy Birchman, Randall Dickey in Nashville.
29-25 Auburn. Tiger ball coming out of the timeout. We saw a replay. Auburn caught a break. Chris Moore is the last one to touch it. Going out of bounds before the timeout, but Auburn maintains possession. Auburn will trigger baseline right.
Maybe this will give us a good chance. Our offense has really been stagnant with Broom on the bench. No one has picked up the offensive efficiency as far as scoring. We've gone to all one-on-one and two-man plays in isolations without any scores.
Inbound to the corner. Now to the baseline is Chaney Johnson working on McLaughlin. 15 to shoot. Auburn's gone over 3.5 minutes without scoring. Chaney leans in, goes up, scores.
Finally get a good basket by Chaney Johnson. Did a nice job, good execution on the out-of-bounds play.
Vandy has hit 4 of its last 5 field goals, have trimmed the lead now to 6. 3:38 and a counting clock. Commodore basketball, Hogarth out at the perimeter on the left side, working on Chaney Johnson there. Gets a screen, picked up by Cardwell in the switch. 18-footer straight away, didn't get it. And the rebound to Hyde Pettiford. With Auburn on the break now, to Hyde. Into the key, loops out to the top for Denver, hands it back to Pettiford, who backs up near midcourt. Looks to the sideline for the call. 19 to shoot, Auburn by 6 with the ball. Pettiford around the left side on the wing. Between the legs dribble, maintains the dribble. Free throw line at the top, it's Cardwell. Down the right side of the lane, Dillon spins. Mid lane, passes it out of bounds. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass. They had more pinned, Auburn had more. He had pinned his defensive man. If Cardwell gets the ball to Chris, it's a wide open shot.
Yeah, I don't know if he just mishandled that ball or if he got bumped about the time the play took place, but it sure wasn't very good at that time on turnover.
3:02 in the first half. Auburn leads it 31-25. Commodore basketball as Hogarth brings it across midcourt. Working on to Denver Jones. High post pass, McLaughlin, right side of the key. Low post, up and in. Got a back door to Hogarth. Back to a 4-point Auburn lead.
Denver Jones got back screened. He didn't have anybody to pick up his man. Left him wide open at the basket.
Commodores are 5 of their last 7 from the field. Auburn 1 of its last 7. Chaney Johnson, left wing Denver. Goes baseline, into the left corner. Inside the arc, spins on Edwards. Up and under, he didn't get it. Rebound Commodores. Carry up the floor, ball kicked. comes off the left side to Hogard, across midcourt, runs through Pettiford, and a foul on Tahad. Sixth foul against Auburn, and Chad Baker-Mazzara checks into the lineup for Auburn. And he replaces Chris Moore. Commodores get a couple in. McLaughlin comes out, so does Hogard, as Nickel and Collins check back into the lineup for Vanderbilt. Auburn's lead is 4. Commodores ball, 2:15 in the first half.
The Tigers defense, the switching defense that they did early in the game is not as effective. Vandy has done a good job adjusting to that.
3 ball on the left corner. Commodores short. Rebound pulled in by Pettiford for Auburn. Auburn leads it by 4. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Pettiford wants a screen on Tanner. Doesn't get one. Bounce pass. Chad Baker-Mazzara. Wide open 3. CBM didn't get it. Rebound carry for the Commodores. Auburn now 5 of 14 from the three-point arc.
Tigers getting open looks. They're just not going down. Just kind of hitting a cold streak right here.
Edwards down the lane. Ball knocked out of his hand. He retrieves it. 3 ball by Edwards. Nope. Rebound. Cardwell pulls it out of the sky. Outlet to Chad Baker-Mazzara. Minute 25 in the first. Auburn by 4. Chad Baker. Left wing Denver. Open 3 ball. Auburn by 7.
We got to find that young man right there. He's had the hot hand since early in the game. Denver Jones, when you speed game the ball down the floor, put pressure on the defense, he moves without the ball as good as anybody in college basketball.
14 in the first half for Denver. Drive to the hole, Carey knocks Cardwell down. Oh, that should be a foul on Carey. He dipped his shoulder, and they got the block on Dillon. Ooh, man.
I'm not sure. It looked like it was pretty much dropped his shoulder and went into him.
That's what I thought.
He may have reached. I'm not quite sure. I couldn't see that far away.
McLaughlin and Hogard in. Tanner is out, and so is Carey. That was Auburn's 6th foul. Commodore ball out of bounds, baseline left.
Big last minute of the first half right here. Tigers really need to be on their game.
Nickel, baseline left, working against Pettiford into the lane. Goes up and missed it, but he was fouled.
That'll be 2 on Tahad.
Yeah, he got him on the elbow, didn't he? And Nickel will go to the line to shoot 2. Very good free throw shooter at 82%. Started at North Carolina, transferred to Virginia Tech. And at the line for a couple for the Commodores. Tyler Nichols, 6'7", 222-pound junior, and he knocks home the first free throw. Auburn does not have a free throw attempt in the first half. Commodores are 4 of 4. Edwards gets a break for Vanderbilt as Grant Huffman checks back into the lineup. Nickel knocks home both free throws.
Now, we don't want to let him get started. He's really capable of putting up big numbers, and he gets to the free throw line. He's really a good free throw shooter.
Auburn leads it 34-29. Auburn ball, Chad Baker-Mazzara on the wing. Wastik got it back against Huffman. Shot clock at 16. At the top, CBM drives to the free throw line. Inside the arc, up from 13, didn't go. Rebound Cheney, goes back up, lost it, out of bounds off Cheney. Wow, no contact there at all, huh?
Whoa, that was been unfortunate from my block restricted view, I guess is what you would call it from here.
That ball was knocked out of his hand from behind by McLaughlin. The 3 officials said that it got all ball.
Probably a little bit of a makeup since Tigers won the first one.
Pettiford out, Moore is in. Remember, Tahad has 2 fouls.
It's really important here. The Tigers, it's 34-29 with 32 seconds. Play a good, solid defensive series here.
Edwards back into the lineup for the Commodores, and Hogard will bring it up the floor. Final 29 seconds of the first half. The 2 clocks about 2 seconds apart. Hogard just across midcourt working on Chad Baker-Mazzara. Drives off the left side. Backs his way. Now out to the top of the circle. 8 on the shot clock. Hogard picks up the dribble to Nickel for 3. Good. Final 3 seconds of the half. Just inside midcourt, Chad Baker-Mazzara banked it up. It's no good. And what was a 15-point lead for Auburn to start the game is now down to 2 at the break. A three ball by Tyler Nickel, his first of the night. Vanderbilt's first of the night. And the Commodores cut the lead to 2 at halftime. Auburn 34, Vanderbilt 32. Time now for Conecuh halftime. We send it to Brad Law.
Yep, thank you, Andy. Better effort for Vanderbilt over the last 10 minutes or so of that first half, and they're right back in it, a one-possession game. That is trending with what else is happening in the SEC tonight. Close games all the way around, two-possession games for the other two games that are top 25 matchups as we check the Yellowwood scoreboard to start our halftime festivities. Third-ranked Florida leads number 22 Mississippi State, 26-22. They're under 4 to go in that first half in Starkville. Gators forward Alex Condon went down with an apparent ankle injury less than a minute into that game. And so Florida not at full strength as they play in Starkville. Still, the Gators lead the Bulldogs by 4, 26-22, under 4 minutes to go in that first half. Now, 15th-ranked Kentucky has taken what was a close game with 5th-ranked Tennessee, and now the Wildcats have lengthened it just a bit. It's now a 9-point edge for Big Blue. 2 minutes to go in the first half, 33-24. Kentucky has the lead. Noah with 9 points. Trent Noah 9 points to lead the way for UK, and the Wildcats lead it by 9 with now under 2 minutes to go in Lexington. Outside the SEC in the top 25, it is in the Big Ten. Number 7 Purdue in Ann Arbor against 20th-ranked Michigan. Both these teams with double-digit conference wins. It's the Boilermakers with the lead, 37-33 over the Wolverines at Chrysler Center, under a minute to go in the first half there. And number 10, Iowa State, getting a fight from UCF in Orlando tonight. Cyclones lead it by just 2 at the half, 32-30. Still to come tonight in the SEC, number 2 Alabama is at Texas. Number 8 Texas A&M hosts Georgia. And outside the league, number 11 Michigan State is home against Indiana. 13th-ranked Arizona plays at Kansas State. And 18th-ranked Marquette hosts DePaul. That's a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Our score at the half, Auburn 34, Vanderbilt 32. We'll take a look around Auburn athletics during a very busy time of the year when we come back. Tigers by 2 at the break. You're listening to Conecuh Halftime. This is the Auburn Sports Network. Auburn family, opening weekend on the Plains for Auburn softball and baseball is coming up. Secure your seats today in Jane B. Moore Field and Plainsman Park at aubtix.com. Single game tickets begin at just $12 and $15, with other ticket packages also on sale now. With many fun weekends at the ballpark calling your name, head to aubtix.com or click tickets in the Auburn Athletics app to get yours today. War Eagle.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
Back on Conecuh halftime from the Auburn Sports Network studios. Auburn leads Vanderbilt by 2 at the half in Nashville, 34-32. And our next segment, we look around Auburn athletics. That's presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Auburn softball started its season 5-0 last weekend and spends this weekend in Clearwater, Florida. 6 more games for Coach Malvo and company. Nelia Peralta is the SEC Co-Player of the Week following an 11-hit weekend, including 3 home runs. The Tigers open play in Clearwater Thursday afternoon against Clemson. Also Thursday, women's basketball plays at Tennessee, and across the network, our next broadcast, it's Tiger Talk at 6 o'clock, and we're live at Baumhauer's Victory Grill Thursday with Bruce Pearl. He'll preview Saturday in Tuscaloosa, plus Deputy AD for External Affairs, Rhett Hobart, highlights the game day enhancements at Plainsman Park ahead of opening weekend on the Plains there. Speaking of, the opener for Auburn baseball is almost here. A top 5 freshman class and a top 5 portal class converge with those returning veterans for Butch Thompson's 10th season on the Plains. Play begins at 6 Central Friday night in the series opener against Holy Cross. Hope you'll join if you can't make it out to the ball game. John Cohen joins me on the call Friday beginning at 5:45 across select Auburn Sports Network stations and the Auburn Game Day app. And speaking of the app, single game tickets for this weekend against Holy Cross, they're on sale now for as low as $15. You can get those at aubtix.com or by downloading the Auburn Game Day app and going to the Tickets tab. That's a look around Auburn athletics. Our score at the half, top-ranked Tigers on top of the Commodores 34-32. We'll give you the stats from the first 20 minutes when Conecuh halftime continues in a moment.
It's that time of year again, Auburn basketball. And as this year's team makes history, you can catch every second of the historic run at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. With 77 TVs, you won't miss a second of Auburn basketball while enjoying our famous wings, cold beer, and of course, gooey fries. And don't forget Tiger Talk on Thursdays throughout the season, live with Coach Bruce Pearl in-house discussing all things Auburn basketball. Located on 2353 Bent Creek Road off of Exit 57 on I-85. War Eagle.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
9:15 on a counting clock, first half. Denver Jones races forward, left wing wide open three, good. His third of the night.
There's one thing Denver Jones can do. He's a gamer, keeps his head up. His defender kind of took a step back, and he just shot the ball right in from the three.
Yeah, Denver Jones was hot from three. He was 4 of 6. The rest of the team combined to just go 2 of 11 from beyond the arc in the first half. Auburn scored the first 15 points of the game, but Vanderbilt closed the gap strong, winning the final 10 to 12 minutes, and Auburn's lead is just 2 at the break, 34-32. But it is still a lead. Your first half stats are brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Shooting percentages almost even. 44% Auburn, 43% Vandy. Tigers 14 of 32 from the field. Commodores 13 of 30. From long range, Auburn had the edge. Tigers 6 of 17 from deep. Commodores just 1 of 9. Vanderbilt, though, 5 of 5 at the free throw line. Auburn did not get a free throw attempt in the first half. Tigers only called for 7 fouls. Vanderbilt only called for 3, and none of them were shooting fouls in the first half of play. Rebounding, even, almost even. Auburn with a 1 rebound edge, 17-16. And the other 15 points. I mean, the stats kind of bear out that this is a 2-point game. Points in the paint, +2 to Vandy. Fast break points for Zip Commodores. But second chance points, 9-8 for Auburn. Some of the individual numbers in the first half. Balanced scoring effort for the Commodores. They had 8 players score between 2 and 7 points. Jason Edwards is their leading scorer, and he led the Doors in the first half with 7 points. Leading rebounder for the Commodores was Devin McLaughlin, 2 points and 4 boards. Check that, Carey. Jalen Carey had 6 rebounds and 2 assists to go with 6 points for Vanderbilt in the first half. So he's coming off of his 3rd double-double of the year against Texas and playing well again tonight against the Tigers. For Auburn, Denver Jones, 14 points on 5 of 8 shooting. He was 4 of 6 from long range, had 1 rebound, no assist, 4 turnovers. He had 4 of Auburn's 6 turnovers in the first half, but he was the main key offensively for the Tigers in that first 20-minute span. Tahad Pettiford off the bench, second leading scorer for Auburn, 5 points on 2 of 5 shooting. Tahad with 3 rebounds and an assist as well. 4 points apiece for Chaney Johnson, 4 points for Dylan Cardwell to go with the team best 4 rebounds, 3 points for Miles Kelly. He was limited to just 2 shots in the first half. And then 2 points for Chris Moore. He scored the first basket of the game for Auburn in the starting role tonight, and he got the Tigers starting points of the game. And then 2 points for Janai Broome. Janai was only 1 of 6 from the floor, played 12 minutes, was 1 of 6, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. In other games like this, where Janai has had a slow first half, he has had a much better second half. So that is something to watch for the Tigers tonight. Again, Auburn started the game on a 15-point run. Vanderbilt answered. Its longest run was an 8-0 run in the midpoint of that first half. Tigers have led from the start, but that lead is down to 2. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Auburn Sports Network. Thanks for listening to Conecuh Halftime. We'll take you back to Nashville momentarily. Once again, your score at the half. Top-ranked Auburn, 34. Vanderbilt, 32.
You've been listening to Conecuh Halftime. Conecuh is the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Get one on your next visit to Neville Arena or make Conecuh part of your game day wherever you are. The second half is 2 minutes away. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike Steakhouse. Famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for big city steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjordan Parkway and Wire Road.
Achilles tendonitis is often as painful as it sounds. The Orthopedic Clinic is here to help get you back on your feet without pain or stiffness. Whether caused by overuse or degeneration, Achilles tendonitis can be treated usually without surgery. But the road to recovery isn't short, so get started right away at the Orthopedic Clinic. Call for an appointment 334-749-8303 or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union, homegrown and member-owned.
For 60 years, Four Seasons Federal Credit Union has been your trusted partner in financial services. With our awesome products and services, competitive rates, and lower fees, we've helped countless members achieve their financial goals. Join us so we can help you. Accounts federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Some restrictions apply. Ask for more details.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Welcome back to Memorial Gym. Auburn opened the game on a 15-0 run. Vanderbilt got a three-pointer in the last 10 seconds by Tyler Nickel to cut the lead down to 2. It's as close as this game has been since Auburn jumped out to that 15-point lead. Along with Randall Dickey, I'm Andy Burcham. Brad Law in our Auburn Sports Network studios. Quinn Brakeen at Mission Control, Skyview in Phoenix. 34-32 Auburn. For the first time in over 2 years, Auburn did not shoot a free throw, did not have a free throw attempt in the first half. You have to go back to January 14th, 2023 against Mississippi State. Vandy was only called for 3 fouls in the first half of play.
Well, that's a direct reflection on your offense of attacking the basket, put the ball on the deck and driving, creating angles, and getting to the rim. If you do that time in and time out, you're going to draw your fouls. The Tigers did not do that.
Janai Brim with 2 points and 2 rebounds in the first half. Denver Jones, Auburn's leading scorer, with 14. Auburn ball to open the second half. Jones straight away. Off the right wing, Moore. Down the right side, it's Janai Broom. He gets double teamed. Jones, Moore at the top. Chris down the lane, up with the right hand. It's good. Well, he opened the game with a bucket. He opens the second half with a bucket.
Smart play. They're going to play off of Chris Moore that time, and he just took advantage of it.
36-32 Auburn. 19:34 to go in the second half of play. Vanderbilt's first possession. A.J. Hogard across midcourt for the Commodores. Gets a screen. A hedge by Cardwell near the left sideline. DC ties him up. Jump ball. And the arrow goes to Vanderbilt. Nice job by Dylan Cardwell with 14 to shoot.
That's what I like to see, the Tigers' intensity on defense just like that, trip after trip, and Dylan Cardwell is the epitome of that, tying that ball up.
Hogard in the backcourt will bring it across midcourt. Shot clock at 10 for Vanderbilt. Auburn by 4, Commodores ball. Hogard picked up by Denver Jones at a switch. Drives into the corner, McLaughlin 3. He got it.
Just a little bit of step behind there. We gave McLaughlin just enough to get it off, and he buried it from the deep corner.
1 point Auburn lead, 36-35. Commodores have never led in this one tonight. Denver Jones. Cardwell right back to Denver. 3 ball by Denver. Good!
Denver Jones is carrying us offensively.
And a whistle away from the ball.
I think it might be on Janai. Maybe it's on Vanderbilt. They're going to take a look at it.
Denver got the 3. The foul happened near the basket on the right side. But right now, Don Daly and Lucas Santos are walking over to review. I don't know if we still have a call as to what the play is right now.
I think
it was McLaughlin and Broom away from the ball. And Janai kind of grabbed him around the collarbone and slung him down.
Yeah, I think it's
going to be a foul at the very least against Janai. I think the three-pointer by Denver will stand.
Yes.
But now is it a flagrant 1 on Janai Broom? If it is, Vanderbilt gets free throws in the ball.
It's a possibility that could happen. The way that replay, we've just had the opportunity to see it one time, so.
McLaughlin kept backing him up. Broom kind of slung him to the floor. It is a foul on Janai.
After review, foul call Sanders called. Foul on
And it's a foul on Janai, and that's it. It's a common foul.
Yeah, we were very fortunate on that because looked like there was a little intent on Janai's part, but I think he's just frustrated because he held him all the way across the lane, McLaughlin did, and then on the block out, Janai, I thought he was a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Janai just kind of, the second guy always gets caught.
17 points, 5 threes tonight, a season high for Denver Jones. He did both of those earlier this year against Georgia State. Auburn 39, Vanderbilt 35, full length of the floor to go for the Commodores. Hogard will trigger. To McLaughlin. Hands it back to Hogard to bring it up the floor. Across midcourt, top of the circle for Edwards against Denver. Gets a screen. Loops it back to McLaughlin. Down the lane, McLaughlin. Up for a shot blocked by Cardwell. Hogard gets the rebound, then he's fouled by Cardwell. That's a second foul on Dillon. And Hogard will be at the line for 2.
Well, I'm going to have to take up for Dillon that time.
That's his third foul, my mistake.
He's trying to guard everyone, and his teammates, he did a sensational job on making the block, and his teammates didn't clean up for him.
Well, they didn't call that on Cardwell. They called that on Miles Kelly, and that is his third.
Wow.
So Hogard gets a couple right here. Free throw. It's good. Hogard with 5 points. Kelly checks out. Chad Baker-Mazzara is in for Auburn. Miles has been limited tonight just because of foul trouble. Chad Baker-Mazzara does not have a point yet. Second free throw by Hogard is good. Again, Auburn still does not have a free throw attempt tonight. The Commodores are 7 of 7. 39-37 Auburn. Denver Jones, right wing, Chad Baker-Mazzara. Lobs it underneath for Broom. Against McLaughlin, put it up and drew the foul on McLaughlin, and that will put Janai at the line to shoot 2. This will be Auburn's first free throws of the night. First foul on Devin McLaughlin, the junior transfer from Boston College. A school record 10 of 10 for Vanderbilt against UMES back on the season opener on November 4th.
Yeah, they're a very good free throw shooting team. It's good to see us get in there, and Broom makes the first one.
Some 200, 300 tickets sold to the Greater Nashville Auburn Club here tonight. So a good Auburn crowd here among the big crowd for Vanderbilt. Janai missed the second free throw. Rebound tapped out, Chad Baker-Mazzara. Denver Jones gets bumped, pull up from 13, Denver got it.
Good second opportunity created by Dylan Cardwell that time, and took advantage by Denver Jones scoring the basket.
42-37 Auburn, 18:03. Second half of play, Commodores ball. Top of the circle, Magnon. On the wing to the free throw line. Baseline left, Hogard up, missed it. Weak side rebound, McLaughlin up and in with a foul on goal.
McLaughlin is only about 6'7", but he's a wide body. He is a load down around the basket. Chris Moore got switched off on him, and he just manhandled him, get the offensive rebound and the stick back. Nothing else to do but foul him.
Moore will come out for the Tigers. Miles Kelly, 3 fouls and all, right back in. McLaughlin, 68% from the stripe this season. And he makes it.
He's had a good night tonight. He's 7 points, got 8 points now for the Commodores. Leads them in scoring.
2-point Auburn lead, 42-40, 17-43 in the second half. Chad Baker-Mazzara on the wing. Drives to the basket, stripped out of there. And here's Edwards the other way for the Commodores. Top of the circle for the lead. Good.
The Vanderbilt Commodores lead the SEC in steals. They got a steal that time off Mazzara. Raced down and hit a three.
43-42 Commodores. Jones, Cardwell. Left side of the lane, Broom. Pops a three. Nope. Rebound off the top of the backboard. Commodores ball. Edwards up the floor, top of the circle. Steps back into the big V in the middle of the floor. Right wing for Hogard. Against Broom to the hole. Put it up, blocked. Rebounded underneath. It's up and in by Carey.
That's happened several times for the Tigers. The defense, the initial defense is very good. They make the play, but no teammate goes and cleans them up.
8-0 run by the Commodores in the last 56 seconds. They have their largest lead at 3. Denver Jones out at the top. Off the left side to Janai Broom. Drives on Carey, up for the shot, and he's fouled by Carey, I think. It's either going to be Carey or Magnon. It is Magnon whistled for the foul, and it'll put Janai at the line for 2. Auburn trails by 3. Vanderbilt has outscored Auburn 13-8 in this second half of play.
Well, Janai used his experience that time. He got the ball kind of on the pinch post, elbow area, put the ball on the deck with authority, drove to the basket, drew the foul.
2 free throws for Janai. He has 3 points on the night. Make it 4 as he makes the free throw. Here's Cheney Johnson in for Auburn, replacing Dylan Cardwell. Cardwell leaves with 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Broome can cut the lead to 1 right here with 16:37 to go in the second half. Missed the second free throw. Rebound by Carey. Commodores by 2 with the ball. Hogard down the left side of the lane. Bounce pass to Carey. He lost it. Here's Auburn the other way. It's Denver Jones with Cheney Johnson. Kicked out of there and knocked out of bounds by Vanderbilt. Auburn ball with 26 to shoot, trailing by 2. 16:22 to go in the second half of play. And here comes Grant Huffman replacing Hogard. Nope, not replacing Hogard. Replacing Edwards. Out of bounds, down the right sideline near the corner, Auburn. Inbound, Denver Jones. Brings it top of the circle. Inside the arc, Janai Broome. Working on Carey. Spins into a double team. Baseline right, Cheney Johnson. Into the lane, Cheney. Turnaround jumper. Good, we're tied.
The Tigers get it down low. Looks like we're going to go to the block with it, get up over the top of them and score.
6 points for Cheney Johnson, tied at 45, 15:55 in the second half. Hogard at the point. Left wing Huffman. Into the corner, Magnan. Bump, shoots, good. (47-45) Commodores. 15:37 second half. Auburn basketball. Right side of the lane. Broome, Denver through the lane. Kicks it into the corner. Cheney Johnson up for a shot. I think Denver was fouled on the drive to the basket. Stops the clock with 15:30 to go in the second half. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. Vanderbilt 47, Auburn 45. Stay tuned, Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh gift shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
O'Reilly. You need parts? O'Reilly Auto Parts has parts. Need them fast? We've got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to goodrx.com/GLP. That's goodrx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Chick-fil-A is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Eat more chicken and war eagle with Chick-fil-A.
15 and a half minutes to go in the second half in Nashville. Commodores lead Auburn 47-45. Auburn jumped out to a 15-0 lead. Heading into the first timeout. Commodores whittled away at that lead, cut the lead to 2 at halftime, and have led by as many as 3 here in the second half of play. Currently lead by 2. Auburn ball after the foul against Devin McLaughlin, his second of the half.
Well, you got a scrappy Vanderbilt team that's just not going to go away. The Tigers blew their doors off early, did not sustain it, was not consistently persistent defensively, allowed the Commodores to get back in. Now we got a fight on our hands. But the one thing that we're seeing that's going to be a positive is the offense is better when Jones and Broome drive aggressively to the basket, creating a shot or at least drawing a foul.
Pettiford in for Denver. Cheney Johnson will trigger. To the wing, Chad Baker-Mazara. Pettiford, top of the circle, Janai. Bounce pass to Pettiford, 13 to shoot. On a curl, Chad Baker. Drives on Magnon. Down the lane, gets double teamed, and a reach-in foul on Huffman. At about the free throw line, Huffman called for the foul, I think. No, they called that on Magnon.
Yeah,
that's his third.
Mazara did a good job. He saw the crease in the defense, drove it hard in there, and pulled it foul.
Inbound Broom mid-lane against Carey. Up and under and in. We're tied. And that's got to continue to happen for Auburn. Janai with an inside presence.
Well, it's just the perfection of Auburn baseline out of bounds plays, the best in the country, executing to perfection, getting the ball to Broom right there, point blank, and he laid it in.
Huffman to Edwards, who'll bring the ball up to 4 for the Commodores. We're tied at 47, 14:51 to go in the second half. At the top, near steal, there is a steal. Cheney Johnson drives on McLaughlin, goes up for the dunk, and is fouled by McLaughlin. And McLaughlin just picked up his third foul of the half. A steal by Chad Baker-Mazara inside the Vandy key, and Cheney Johnson went up for a dunk, and McLaughlin fouled him, and Cheney goes to the line to shoot 2 for Auburn.
Now that's Auburn basketball right there, creating offense off your defense, being aggressive on the attack, gives a chance to Cheney Johnson to shoot a couple of free throws.
Free throw by Cheney. It's good. To correct myself, that's the second foul of McLaughlin, according to the official stats.
It's certainly good to get the Auburn faithful across Memorial Gymnasium, letting themselves be known on the floor.
Auburn by a point, and he missed the second free throw. Auburn now 3 of 6 from the free throw line tonight. Auburn's lead is 1. Huffman across midcourt for the Commodores. 14.5 minutes to go in the second half. Huffman picked up in a switch by Cheney Johnson. Throws it left wing for Carey against Broom. Outside the arc, drives, baseline, spins into the lane. Carey up and under, missed it. Rebound, tap up and in on the weak side by Magnon.
Just didn't box out on the backside.
Yep. Commodores by a point, 49-48. Tahad Pettiford on the perimeter left side against Huffman. 15 to shoot for Auburn. Broom against Carey. Down the left side of the lane, into the corner. Cheney Johnson a 3. Good!
Beautifully done, penetrating pitch. Broom drove it hard, sucked the defense in, kicked it out to a wide open Cheney Johnson.
Auburn by 2, 51-49. Cheney Johnson with 10 tonight. At the top, Nickel. Left wing, Huffman to the corner for Edwards. 14 to shoot. Edwards on the wing to the baseline. Spins out to the wing. At the top, 3 ball Carey. Banked up, didn't get it. That was down the cylinder and came out. Rebounded by Johnson ahead to Pettiford. Inside the arc, Broom fouled from behind by Carey. First foul on Carey. And that's the 6th foul against Vanderbilt. One of the keys for Auburn down the stretch. Got to take advantage when they get to the free throw line.
That's for sure, but their defense created the speed gain. We raced down, jammed the ball to the block, and Broom drove the foul. That's good basketball right there and gives us a baseline out of bounds.
And Broom and Carey told to behave by Doug Shows and Don Daly.
Yeah, I think there's a little communication going on between the players right now.
Inbound Chad Baker-Mazara to the wing, left side to Tahad Pettiford. Down the right side of the lane, into the lane, to the wing for Cheney. Drives, pass Nickel to the hole, good.
What a one-on-one move, good pass by Pettiford out to Cheney Johnson, and he made a nice move and a good layup.
5-0 run by Cheney gives Auburn a 4-point lead. Down the lane, spins to the corner, Nickel. On the wing, drive, spin, in the lane. Looking for some help, out to the top. Off the right side, Edwards, or rather, Tanner in the corner, 6 to shoot. Down the lane, Carey walked.
Best defensive series of the second half by the Auburn Tigers. Created that turnover. They just smothered them right there. And Tiger fans are on their feet.
Can you hear the Auburn fans? We can.
We're going to need them.
Auburn ball leading by 4, 53-49 Tigers. 12:38 second half, Pettiford. Bounce pass, Chaney Johnson had the hot hand of late. Drives on Nickel. Goes up with the right hand and scores!
He is on fire. He has actually taken over the last 3 or 4 possessions. He is a man among boys.
7-0 run by Chaney. And Auburn leads 55-49, 12-18 second half. Tanner near the center circle for the Commodores. Looking to the right, Collins, no. Right back to Tanner. To Collins, goes baseline to the basket, reverse, he missed it. Rebound, Carey back up, missed it. Rebound, Broom for Auburn. Outlet, Pettiford. Here's Auburn the other way, leading by 6. 55-49 Tigers.
You see the Tigers are pushing a little bit quicker, transition offense, trying to find an easy basket.
Johnson, Chaney against Carey. One-on-one against Carey. Crossover dribble, bumps him into the lane. Fade, turn, shoots, got it!
Just keep going to him, gotta feed the beast right there.
Timeout Vanderbilt! Chaney Johnson has scored 9 straight points. 11:36 in the second. Auburn 57, Vanderbilt 49. Take on game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Isaac Okoro will trigger to Javon. Across midcourt with 5. McCormick, left side, drives to the basket, lobs it up there. It's good! And with 1/10 of a second to go! Javon McCormick down the lane. 1/10 to go and Auburn has a lead.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
If your day sounds like
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more reps, 2 more.
you deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, remarkable fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome back to the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. I've seen a lot of basketball, and I can tell you that to stay on top, you got to adapt, stay focused, and innovate. That's what wins championships. That's how Ford F-150 and the Ford Super Duty stay at the top of the truck game. For 47 consecutive years, Ford F-Series has been America's #1 selling truck because they deliver what you need to win the day. For the latest offers, go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. Tell them Coach Pearl sent you.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios as we check the Yellowwood scoreboard. Third-ranked Florida has lengthened its lead at number 22, Mississippi State. Gators up 11, 45-34. A 12-0 run to start the second half for Florida. They now enjoy that double-digit lead over the Bulldogs with under 16 to go in Starkville. Meanwhile, it's a 5-point game at Rupp Arena. 15th-ranked Kentucky trying to hold off number 5 Tennessee. 50-45 Wildcats have the lead there. Let's get you back to Music City, USA. Tigers are red hot. They are scorching hot. 9 of 10 from the floor in the second half. Chaney Johnson himself is 5 for 5, and Auburn's lead is back up to 8 as we rejoin the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
57-49 Auburn. You can tell the #1 team in the country's in town. John Oates from Hall & Oates, Nate Bargatze, the hottest comedian going right now. They're all in attendance, along with Randall, Lee, Dickey.
I'll tell you one thing, it's the Chaney Johnson show the last few minutes. We need to keep feeding him. We need to continue to pick up our defensive intensity, but we have got to defensive rebound because Vanderbilt's got 10 offensive rebounds.
57-49 Auburn. Tigers on a 9-0 run, 12-2 run in the last 3:40. Tanner inside the midcourt, top of the circle for Carey. In the right corner. Drive, Carey, ball knocked away. Knocked away by Tahad Pettiford, who brings the ball up the floor. Auburn by 8 with the ball, 11:08 second half. At the top, it's Broom. Left wing, Miles Kelly. Low post, Chaney. against McLaughlin. Backs him in, out to the top. Miles, three, short. And the rebound to McLaughlin for the Commodores.
I knew that was going to open up eventually. If you continue to score on the block and they shut that down, it's going to open up your three-point shooters on the perimeter. They just got to be ready.
Tanner turns the corner to the corner. It goes for Hogard. Along the baseline, gets bumped. Bounce pass down the lane, up and under. Nicely played by MJ Collins. 57-51 Auburn, 10:28 in the second. Chad Bacon-Mazar at the right wing, works on Collins there. Top of the circle, right wing Cheney. Low post Broom, baseline right. Janai bulls his way in. Up with the left hand, got it, it crawled over the rim and fell through.
Get to the sweet spot, right into the basket, use your size, just get up over the top of them and lay it in.
59-51 Tigers, 10 minutes to go, second half. Commodores ball, Hogard outside the arc, inside the arc, right wing. Free throw line, down the lane, head fake, gets pinned, up and in.
I don't know how he whistled his way through there, but he sure got in there, didn't he?
Auburn by 6, 9:40 in the second half of play. Auburn has made 7 of its last 8 from the field. Pettiford, Broom outside the arc, right back to Tahad. Tahad with 9:30 in the second half, shot clock at 10. Drifts off the left side. 9:24, down the right side. Step back three, ball Tahad. Yes! And a foul!
From a deep three-point shot, lured the defense in, made the three-point shot, and then got fouled. Got a chance for a 4-point play.
The foul goes against Collins. Timeout on the floor. Tahad Pettiford for the and 1 and 4.
That's huge.
When we come back. 9:19 in the second. Auburn 62, Vanderbilt 53. Great things are possible when you have the power of performance and smart features of a Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Stay tuned, Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoTigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Cook's Pest Control presents Protect the Perimeter. Call Cook's Pest Control to guard your home and business from pests and termites.
Vanderbilt is 3 of 12 from 3. 2 of those have come in the second half. The Commodores are 2 of 3. Auburn 9 of 22 from 3 in the game. 3 of 5 in the second half, including the three-pointer by Tahad Pettiford just to the right of the key, and he was fouled by Collins. He gave Auburn a 9-point lead, 62-53. And Pettiford is at the line for the and 1. And what is becoming increasingly more common, the chance for a 4-point play coming out of the timeout break. Jaheim Hudson into the game along with Chris Moore, Miles Kelly, Dylan Cardwell, and Tahad Pettiford. Magnon, Collins, Edwards, Hogard, and McLaughlin for Vanderbilt.
This is a big stretch right here between Cardwell and Hudson, replacing Broom
and
Cheney Johnson. So to maintain the level of play has got to sustain this. Maybe our guard play will do that.
Pettiford makes the 4-point play, and he will come out now. Denver Jones is in. And the Tigers go up by 10, 63-53. Auburn 8 of its last 9 from the field.
We got our starting trio guards in there. Dillon's a great defender, and Hudson's a good rebounder. It should be a good group to go through this segment.
Hogarth, a screen from Magnon. Pulls up outside the arc, left side, with Cardwell on it. Now a switch with Miles Kelly. Edwards against Dillon. Drives past him, goes up and scores.
A little bit overzealous that time. He crowded defender out on the floor, and they went right around Dillon and laid it in.
Edwards with 12 on the night, their leading scorer. Cardwell, Denver. Looks left, drives, spins into the lane. Whistle and a foul underneath. It's going to go, I think, against McLaughlin.
Yeah, I think he pulled Dillon down off when he was screening. He pulled Dillon down and posting up.
And it puts Dillon at the line for a 1 and bonus. That's the 3rd foul on McLaughlin.
It'll be a good time for you to make a couple right here. Put us up 10.
Cardwell on the night. 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. 1 and bonus for Dillon. Got the first.
Dillon's been very consistent tonight. His stats are balanced. Continues to defend relentlessly, and he's always rebounding that basketball.
Auburn by 9. Cardwell can take it to 10 right here. Well, of course he did.
How about that?
Of course he did.
Stick a feather in your cap right there. Up 10.
65-55 Tigers. 8:40 in the second. Bandy ball, Hogarth. At the top, Edwards. Foul away from the ball. They're going to get more underneath. Well, actually at the free throw line against McLaughlin.
That is his second. Team score.
Second foul on Chris. Both have come in the second half. Auburn's 4th foul of the half. Bandy ball out of bounds. Inbound McLaughlin. Drives. Blocked by Cardwell. Rebound is out, and Cardwell knocked Magnon down. Going for the loose ball after the block shot.
I don't know how many plays we've had tonight where we've made a great defensive play. One of the guys have, and the other guys hadn't cleaned it up.
Yep.
Dillon made a terrific block, and we didn't have anybody to clean it up.
Second foul on Dillon, and that brings Jaheim Hudson back into the lineup. I'll go Jaheim back in, stays in. Chad Baker-Mazar is in for Auburn, replacing Chris Moore. Auburn by 10, 8:32 in the second. Vanderbilt basketball out of bounds, baseline right. Wide open underneath, Collins scores. Miles Kelly fell down, and Collins was wide open for the dunk. Back to an 8-point Auburn lead. Denver Jones between the rings, working on Hogarth. Shot clock at 16. Screen from Cardwell. Turns the corner. At the top, Miles. Miles penetrates, drives to the hole, up and missed it. Rebound tapped, and it comes to Edwards for Vanderbilt. On the break, Edwards blocked by Chad Baker-Mazar. He was trying to throw it alley-oop. Here's Auburn the other way.
Made a good defensive play there. He used his length. Made a good deflection.
Auburn basketball leading by 8, 7:45. Chad Baker straight away against Edwards. Gets a step on it. To the hole, missed it. Rebound, fought for. Foul, no, ball went out of bounds. They said that Cardwell was the one that had possession as it went out of bounds. I'm not sure how that occurred.
I'd like to see that in replay right there.
7:37 to go in the second half, a timeout on the floor. Auburn 65, Vanderbilt 57. The experts at Sensagreen with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation, offering total comfort care for your Tiger family in East Alabama and Huntsville. Visit Sensagreen.com. Carrier, turn to the experts. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Download the new and improved Auburn Game Day app. It's fully customizable to your interests with the new My Auburn tab. Plus, buy tickets, skip concession lines, be a part of game day giveaways, shop the latest Auburn gear, and get live in-game scoring. Plus, listen to every broadcast from the Auburn Sports Network, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously on the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics, the Auburn Game Day app. Download it now.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Brad Law, Auburn Sports Network Studios. Yellowwood scoreboard, 3-point game in Lexington. 15th ranked Kentucky trying to hold off number 5 Tennessee 50-47 with 11 minutes to go at Rupp. Also in the top 25, it's number 7 Purdue leading 20th ranked Michigan in Ann Arbor 53-50 with 8 minutes to go there. Florida's opened up a 16-point lead now over Mississippi State in Starkville 59-43 with 11.5 to go. If you're listening on the Auburn app, why don't you open up the YouTube app? Go to the Auburn Tigers channel and watch Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey call the final 7 minutes and 36 seconds of this game. Folks are doing that now from as far away as Germany and Oregon. And we welcome you as well on the Auburn Tigers channel. 7:36 to go. Auburn 65, Vanderbilt 57. Back to Nashville, Andy and Randall.
7:37 in the second half. Auburn 65, Vanderbilt 57. Cardwell out. Broom back in on the low post for the Tigers. So is Chaney Johnson for Auburn.
Big next 4 minutes. We've got to really tighten up our belt, really be on our P's and Q's right here this next 4 minutes.
Hogard works against Chad Bacon-Mazzara near the left wing, off the right side. Back to the top, McLaughlin to Hogard. On the right wing, skip pass, down to the baseline. 3 ball, Collins. No. Weak side rebound, Commodores. Auburn's been out rebounded 13-3 in the second half. Down the lane, Hogard missed it. Rebound tapped up, missed. Rebound out of bounds, Janai Broom. Auburn's got to do a better job on the glass right now, Randall.
They're just getting pounded. Vanderbilt is just relentless. And actually, after that timeout, the media, Vanderbilt's got us scoring more points in the paint, more second chance points, and more fast break points.
Hogard will trigger. McLaughlin on the wing to the top. Magnon between the circles, Edwards. Edwards off the left wing. Head fake at 3 to the top for Hogard. He'll pop a 3. He didn't get it. High rebound, Broom pulls it out. Auburn by 8 with the ball.
Good way to start after a timeout is to win the possession, now get a basket.
Denver Jones is fouled as he was driving by Magnon. And that puts Auburn at the free throw line. That's the 9th foul, so it's a 1 in bonus. That's Magnon. That's his 4th foul. It is. He'll come out, and Grant Nickel, or rather Tyler Nickel, is in. And most importantly for Auburn, Denver Jones at the free throw line for 2.
I'll tell you, I'm glad he got the 4th foul, but I'm afraid of this Nickel. He's such a deep threat, 3-point shooter, and he's got a lot of experience. Played at North Carolina, played at Virginia Tech.
1 in bonus. The first by Denver is good. What a night for Denver Jones after scoring just 2 free throws Saturday against Florida. He has 20 points tonight on 7 of 10 from the field. And at the free throw line right here, trying to give Auburn a 10-point lead, he does.
Well, he's just carried the offense on his back, and we just need to keep feeding him. And then Chaney Johnson picked up while he was on the bench. during that stretch, those two guys have really been impactful tonight.
6:36 on a counting clock in the second. Auburn by 10 down the lane. McLaughlin cut off by Miles Kelly to the top for Edwards into the key. Denver Jones goes down. He's hurt. Edwards missed the three. Rebound McLaughlin to the corner. Nickel three. He missed that one off the top of the backboard, and Auburn will get it. Let's make sure that Denver's all right. He's holding his right ankle. And I'll bet he comes out. Yeah, they're going to bring Pettiford in. They got to make sure that Denver's all right. And he hobbles off the floor a little bit. All right, there's a big stretch for sure for Pettiford. Nickel and Edwards are out for Vandy as Tanner returns along with Collins. Auburn leads it by 10, 6:20 in the second half. The inbound Broom to Pettiford. Vanderbilt backs off of its pressure to hot across midcourt. 6:13 in the second half, Auburn by 10. Bounce pass Chaney Johnson against McLaughlin. Into the lane, fadeaway, 8-footer, yes!
Chaney continues just to dominate around that basket. He's got the jump hook going. He's got the one-on-one around the basket.
69-57 Auburn, 5:56 second half. At the top, Hogarth got a screen. It was a moving screen at that. Collins fouled by Pettiford. Sixth foul against Auburn. And the third foul against Tahad. Commodore ball, 20 on the shot clock. 5:49 in the second half. Edwards comes back in along with Nickel for offense for Vanderbilt. Auburn's lead is 12, 69-57. Auburn now 12 of 16 from the field in the second half. 75%.
Really been on fire. They've been really efficient. The only thing that's been negative, it seemed like Vanderbilt has gotten an awful lot of offensive rebounds.
Hogarth down to the basket. He makes it. It fell in. Auburn just didn't stop Hogarth. And Hogarth a little hobbled after he went up for that shot.
I thought he lost a shoe, but
all right, maybe that's what it was.
For my restricted
area, there's a sign in this corner, and we have no idea what's going on the floor at this Vanderbilt end of the floor. Auburn by 10, 69-59, 5:40 in the second half. Pettiford in the backcourt. We'll work it up the floor against Tanner. 5:31 on a counting clock in the second. Pettiford turns the corner, drives to the lane. Wrap around, Broom dumps it home.
It's been a while since we've seen that give and go by Pettiford, but what a play. Drove in there, pulled the defense across to cover him, and then wrap around pass to Broom for the slam dunk.
71-59 Tigers. Tanner to Edwards at the top, picked up by Miles Kelly. Edwards works on the wing, now to the top of the circle. Broom on him there. Edwards drives on Janai, goes up, it's blocked. Here's over the other way. Chaney Johnson ahead to Miles Kelly. Left wing, free throw line down the lane, up and under, he didn't get it. Ties up the Vanderbilt player, out of bounds off Vandy. Oh, Kelly stayed with the play, Randall. Auburn has it.
Extra effort is what the Tigers are, reason they're really dominating this last part of the last couple of minutes. Their effort has just been relentless. Chaney Johnson and Miles Kelly right out in the front of it.
Auburn ball out of bounds, baseline right, 20 to shoot for the Tigers. Auburn flattens it down against the baseline. Chaney Johnson will trigger. Broom and Chad Baker Mazzara. The inbound comes to Chad Baker. Out to the top from Pettiford to Broom. Right wing Chaney. It's at the top, it's Broom. Head fake at three. Drives to the hole and he's fouled on the play. Auburn winning this battle in the second half, taking the ball to the rack.
Put it on the floor, put it on the deck, as they say, and take it to the rack.
Auburn at the double bonus the rest of the night. That foul on Carey, his second. 10th foul against Vandy. 2 free throws coming up for Janai Broom. Auburn leads it by 12.
Cash these two in.
Free throw, Janai. Got it. Hit the iron, rolled off the glass and in.
They can force Vanderbilt to call a timeout, and you're at 4:46. You're going to get immediate at 4 minutes.
Right.
So that could give you a couple of times to really revisit your game plan, talk to the players about closing out the Vanderbilt Commodores down this stretch.
Second free throw from Janai. Auburn leads by 14 points. 73-59 Tigers. 4:43 and counting in the second. Hogard across midcourt, left-hand dribble. On the wing, it's Edwards. Down to the low post, wide open. Tanner got the layup. First bucket of the night for Tanner, trims Auburn's lead to 12. That was easy.
Yeah, it was way too easy. We got back screened and nobody talked on the defensive end or picked up the open man going to the goal.
Free throw line, Chaney Johnson lobs it. Broom missed the dunk. And here's Hogard the other way for Vanderbilt. Auburn's lead 12. Hogard, left wing nickel. Inside the arc to Hogard at the top. Hogard, nickel, outside the arc, inside the arc, right wing, down to the baseline. Tanner, up, wild shot, hit the side of the backboard. Rebounded by Miles, ahead to Chad Baker-Mazzara. Right side, Broom to the hole, missed it. Missed the layup.
That's two bunnies back-to-back by misses by Janai.
Edwards, coast to coast, blocked out of bounds by Chad Baker. Did they get a foul on Chad Baker there?
Yes, he was in the act of shooting also.
3:48 to go in the second half. Auburn 73, Vanderbilt 61. It will be free throws for Edwards when we come back. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Lease a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $379 a month for 39 months with $3678 due at signing. Offer valid through March 3rd, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $3678 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in regulation. Auburn leads Vanderbilt 73-61. Commodores will be at the free throw line coming out of the timeout break. The foul against Chad Baker-Mazzara was his second. But now the Commodores are shooting free throws the rest of the night. It was a shooting foul. We'll see Jason Edwards go to the line for two. 85% from the free throw line this year for the junior from Atlanta. Played at Parkview High School. Came to Vanderbilt from North Texas. 24 consecutive games in double figures for Edwards, who has 12 points on the night.
Well, he's not only the leading scorer for the Vanderbilt Commodores, he's in the top 5 leading scorers in the SEC, which says he's had an outstanding year. He's quick off the bounce. He's got a quick release on his jump shot. He can drive to the basket.
All right, good to see Denver Jones back on the floor for Auburn. Had a hobbled ankle earlier. He joins Chaney Johnson, Janai Broom, Chad Baker-Mazzara, and Tahad Pettiford. Edwards will get a pair. First, he missed it. How about that?
We'll take that right there in this last 3:48. Every possession.
And every rebound.
And every rebound ought to go to the Tigers.
He got the second free throw, trims Auburn's lead to 11. He'll come out for defense as MJ Collins is in. Auburn's lead is 11. 3:48 to go in the second half. They press. Chaney the inbound to the free throw line for Broom. And now Chaney across midcourt for Auburn. On the wing, hands the ball to Tahad Pettiford. Shot clock at 21. Tahad puts the offense in motion. At the top of the circle, right wing, Chad Baker. Underneath Broom, goes up, no. Got it back, put it up, no. got it back again and scores.
Well, he just has, I don't know if his ankle's bothered him, but he just has zero lift off the floor. Everything is underneath the basket, but he at least got it in the basket for 2 points.
14 points and 5 rebounds for Janai. Auburn, most importantly, by 13. Hogard, pass Janai. Underneath, reverse layup, didn't get it. Rebound Janai. Here's Auburn the other way. Magnon is hobbled as he comes the other way for Vanderbilt.
Time scoring momentum becomes a precedent right here for ball handlers, free throw shooters. Be efficient offensively.
Right wing Chad Baker-Mazzara around his man, low post Broom. Janai loses it, gets it back, and he's fouled. And Janai will go to the line with 2:51 to go in the second half with a chance to put Auburn up by 14 or 15 right here.
Really huge. The last 2 possessions, we go to Broom. He's been very efficient, got the ball in the basket.
That's the 4th foul, by the way, against McLaughlin.
Boy, he had a good angle that time, but lay it in, and they had to foul him to keep him from just getting another easy basket.
Janai with 14 points on the night. And the free throw is good.
Very good. Making those free throws down the stretch is an unbelievable trait that outstanding teams have.
Magnon and Tanner come out. Edwards is back in along with Nickel. Carey comes in replacing Collins for the Commodores. The free throw here by Janai would give Auburn a 15-point advantage with 2:51 to go. Missed it. Oh, rebound Chaney Johnson.
Let's get it out. We got a new 30-second clock. Ooh.
Oh, and Chad Baker-Mazzara was out of bounds. He was out of bounds along the sideline. I think Auburn was perhaps wanting a timeout there and didn't get it in time. Auburn's lead is 14 points, 76-62. McLaughlin comes out. And back into the lineup is Collins for Vandy. Auburn's lead is 14 with 2:45 to go. On the wing left side, it's Edwards. Or make him run some clock here. At the top, Carey. Carey to Nickel. Left side, picked up by Chaney. A switch to Broom. Left wing, Collins goes baseline. Pinned there. Collins tied up, jump ball. Jump ball, arrow goes to Auburn.
How many times has Chaney Johnson done that tonight? His teammate got beat off the bounce. He rotates over to take his man and then ties him up.
That's a big defensive stop for Auburn, Randall.
What an outstanding night. You talk about a guy that's really been productive as Chaney Johnson, 18 points, 5 rebounds in 26 minutes. One of 2 3-point shots.
Auburn the inbound, Jones ahead to Pettiford. Good free throw shooters out there for Auburn right now. 2:20 to go in the second half. Auburn by 14. 76-62. Chad Baker, low post. Broom, double hand slam!
He finally lifted up, got above the rim. Good give and go. Nice pass by Mazzara and a great slam by Janai Broom.
Timeout Vanderbilt. Auburn has its largest lead. Auburn to its feet at Memorial Gym.
Oh, listen to those Tiger fans.
The majority are behind the Auburn bench, but they're all over this place, Randall Dickey.
All the way to the roof.
2:06 to go in the second half. Auburn blistering from the field in the second half. 15 of 23 from the field at 65.5%. 11 of 18 in the second half. Randall, that's 11 of 15 from the free throw line in the game. Remember, Auburn didn't have a free throw in the first half.
That's unbelievable. That's one of the very few times, what'd you say, 2 years we went without getting to the free throw line in the first half. But I just can't say enough. Denver Jones is 7 for 10 on shooting, 5 for 7 for the 3. Chaney Johnson is actually 8 for 8 from the 2-point line. He did miss a 3-point shot, but he's 1 for 2 for 8 for 9 for the line for 18 points. Those 2 guys, and then Broom in the last 4 or 5 possessions has just been absolutely wonderful.
Vanderbilt ball, Huffman looking for an inbound into the backcourt now for Tanner. Auburn's lead is 16 points, approaching the 2-minute mark of the second half. Tanner down the lane, up and under, and he got fouled. He was looking for the 3-point play, but he didn't make the shot. It stops the clock exactly with 2 minutes to go. And Tyler Tanner A freshman out of Brentwood, Tennessee, nearby Brentwood Academy, is at the line for 2. He started the year, Randall, 320 minutes in his freshman season without a turnover.
I'd say
That's
ball
strong.
security,
Yeah.
isn't it?
He's at the line for 2. The first is good.
Well, he's just a brilliant young man right outside of town here. Beautiful area.
Huffman and Edwards comes out. Magnon and Carey back in for the Commodores. He can cut the lead to 14 right here with 2 minutes to go. And he does. Good-looking freshman.
They're going to press up hot. It's imperative that they reach and grab, try to get that basketball because the possessions are the most important right now.
Hot Pettiford across midcourt, 1:51 and counting to go in this one. Auburn 78, Vanderbilt 64. Working near midcourt, Pettiford turns the corner, steps back on the wing, now back to the top 10 to shoot. To Hot on the wing. Now to the top for Broom, 6 to shoot. Janai straight away 3, no. And the rebound pulled in by McLaughlin for Vanderbilt. 1.5 minutes to go, Auburn by 14. On the right wing, Tanner drives into the lane. Out to the top for Collins. Into the corner, 3 ball by Magnon, no. Rebound McLaughlin up and in. Vanderbilt will call a timeout to stop the clock.
Ooh, just another offensive rebound by the Commodores right there. And man, have they been on the glass tonight. It's been unbelievable. They've got 36 total rebounds over Auburn's 28.
Brad has scores if you want it.
And let's quickly go to Brad Law, the Auburn Sports Network studio, for some scores.
All right, yeah, Andy, quick check. Yellowwood scoreboard. Florida still in control at Mississippi State. 5.5 minutes left in that one still. 74-57 Gators. It is tight in Lexington. 15th ranked Kentucky leads Tennessee by 3, 63-60. The next wave of SEC games will be tipping off in about 10 minutes. Alabama at Texas, Georgia at Texas A&M. That's what's going on in the SEC. Let's get you back to Nashville to close it out.
1:16 to go here. Auburn's lead is 12, 78-66. All right, keys for Auburn here for the final 1:16, Randall.
Well, you got probably 3 possessions left. Number one, you can't turn it over because Vanderbilt's got to press you. They're going to have to stop the clock because it's against them. Be secure, ball security, make your free throws down the stretch. Don't do anything silly. The clock is on your side.
By the way, that was Vanderbilt's last timeout. Auburn still has 3. Let's hope Auburn doesn't have to use one of those.
Well, if you get in trouble, that's a luxury that we have. If you were to get in trouble, you can always call timeout. But the biggest thing is keep the ball alive, let the clock run, it's on your side. Vanderbilt has to stop it, so they must foul or try to go for steals. They have to gamble a lot more, and the Tigers just need to play ball security right here.
The Hot Pettiford, Denver Jones, Chaney Johnson, Janai Broom, Chad Baker Mazzara for Auburn. McLaughlin, Tanner, Collins, Magnon, and Carey for Vanderbilt. Auburn ball, full length of the floor to go. Looking for an inbound, they get it to Broom. Janai now to Pettiford, will bring the ball up the floor. 1:11 to go in the second half, Auburn by 12 in Nashville. Near midcourt, Pettiford.
They're going to elect just to play it out. It's a 4-possession game for the Commodores.
Chaney, right wing for Chad Baker. Underneath,
Oh,
Chaney.
my.
Double hand slam!
Oh, my. What a play call for the bench after that timeout. 2-man play, lifted 3 players, rolled Chaney Johnson to the basket, and a slam dunk.
Auburn by 14, Vanderbilt ball. Tanner pulls it out on the wing, drives on Broom to the hole. He missed it. Janai gets the rebound. 30 seconds to go in the second half. Auburn ball. Pettiford works his way up the floor across midcourt, and a whistle and a foul. Nope, Auburn called a timeout. I think Auburn called a timeout. Yeah, Auburn called a 30-second timeout. You can hear it. You can hear it rumble up through Memorial Gymnasium. It's great to be an Auburn Tiger. After the Tigers lose by 9 at home in a shocker to the 4th-ranked team in the country right now, by the way, the Florida Gators. Auburn jumped out to a 15-0 lead here tonight. Commodores came back, actually led by as many as 3 in the second half. Auburn has led by as much as 16 in the second half and currently leads by 14, with 32.3 seconds to go, and Auburn has the basketball, and some of the Commodore faithful are heading to the exits.
I think it's called the Commodores are hitting the doors.
On the night, 21 for Denver Jones, 20 for Chaney Johnson, who has had his best basketball for Auburn tonight. 17 for Janai, they're the three in double figures. 13 for Edwards, 10 apiece for Hogard and McLaughlin for Vanderbilt. Auburn 32.3 seconds away from picking up win number 22 and the 10th in SEC play. The inbound to Broome. Now to Pettiford. 16 on the shot clock for Auburn. Tahad near midcourt, 11 seconds on the shot clock. Turns the corner, behind the back dribble, into the lane. Off the left side, Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Logo three, no. And the rebound pulled in by Magnon for Vanderbilt. Boy, you didn't want that. A reach-in foul on Chaney Johnson because it stops the clock with 13 seconds to go. Chaney, a little bit of grin. He knows that it really doesn't matter right now. Down the stretch, down the second half, after Auburn led by 2 at the half. Auburn shooting 64% from the field, led by an incredible half of basketball from Chaney Johnson. Magnon at the line, the free throw is good.
Well, I will have to say that late stages of the game, we went down low. Janai Broome was absolutely wonderful, just on the glass, making passes, making extra effort plays.
And Chaney Johnson made his move about the 10-minute mark. Magnon makes the second free throw. Auburn's lead is 12, 11 seconds to go in this one. Just get it across midcourt, boys. Vanderbilt will not press. Across midcourt comes Pettiford. They're on their feet in Nashville. You bet this is Auburn North. Auburn 80, Vanderbilt 68.
What a win by the Tigers, going on the road, earning the victory, jumping off to an outstanding big lead early. The Commodores got back in it, but the Tigers sustained, more persistent in the second half, and got a lot of production by a lot of good players.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Auburn 80, Vanderbilt 68 with 21 points. Denver Jones, our Wind Creek high scorer for the Tigers. Elevate your game plan to fabulous. Play the hottest games, win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casinoverse app. Ooh, a celebration tonight for Auburn. The Tigers win at Vanderbilt. Auburn has won 5 of its last 6 against the Commodores and win tonight in Nashville, 80-68. Stay tuned, the Regions Bank postgame show is next. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn family, opening weekend on the Plains for Auburn softball and baseball is coming.